How's it going,
Yes,
folks?
we are.
This is way too early to be talking about how's it going, folks. Because there's no folks. It's just started.
There's no folks. It's just
There's no
us. Let's just
folks.
talk about some games.
Yeah,
I,
yeah.
I was oh, I should probably make this full screen. I was talking to Rachel about how I was like, this is just like it's almost like a book club for me. It's like this is what I imagine people in a
Yeah.
book club feel
This
like.
is absolutely what book club feels like. 100%.
Yeah, like you're just excited to talk about something that you
Yeah.
care about.
So
And
what
with
did you
people
think
who
about?
also care about
What did
it.
you think about chapter 3 of that
Fucking
of the
hated that shit.
fucking of Spider-Man
Fucking
2?
reading. Can you
Who
believe that?
could do it? Not me. I could do it. Actually, I love reading.
I'm not a reader. Oh yeah, you are a reader. That's
when my
right.
brain allows reading, I make it happen. Doesn't allow reading often though.
That's yeah. Rachel read Jeanette McCurdy's.
Oh,
Book
I'm
not
glad
too
my
long
mom
ago.
died.
Loved it.
I asked
Yeah.
for that book for Christmas last year.
Oh yeah.
Which I send that list to my mom, so I thought that was funny.
Don't. You should not send that one to your mom. She's gonna take that the wrong
I know,
way.
that's why I sent it to her.
You didn't actually.
I know I
you-
did.
Did
It's
you
not-
explain like this is
No.
from a Nickelodeon star?
No, I didn't explain anything. I sent the Christmas list, and I had a books section. It had a bunch of books. It had Jeanette McCurdy. I'm glad my mom died. It was on there.
Oh my god! I hope your mom did a Google search and found out that it's
No, she didn't. She just ignored it entirely.
Yeah, she sent her Christmas list, her
Yeah.
full Christmas list, which had the book on it.
To my
Yeah.
mom.
That's so funny.
I love
Yeah.
it.
We got a Fritz behind me. You can see her on the camera.
Very pretty.
cute,
Very pretty
sweet.
cat.
This old lady.
That's a good face. That's a good face
Okay.
on a cat. All right.
Before we jump in, we should
Yeah.
discuss the loss that we've had today. You know, you're gonna see a lot of flags tomorrow flown at half mast.
Yeah. Big sad. Very
The day
big sad.
before. The day before. No, is that what it was called?
Yes, that is
what it was called.
It's
Yeah, the
now
day
4 days
before, rest in
after.
peace.
4 days after, and it's gone completely.
This is the day of.
You can't
The
buy
day
it
of
anymore. It was
the loss.
delisted from Steam. I saw someone post on
No,
Reddit.
was it actually?
Yeah, it's
Are you
delisted
serious?
from
It was
Steam
not
now, too.
delisted. So okay, so this is because it was actually it's against Steam's community guidelines to put out a game that there's something about like the early
Full
access
false
guidelines like you
advertising.
can't put out a game that wasn't like funded or doesn't have funding to continue or something. So Steam pulled
Wow.
it down, huh?
I
Crazy.
love that. That's great.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
You know, and the worst part is that I'm such a sucker that I looked at it and I went, if this shit ever goes on sale for
Yeah.
$10, I am absolutely buying it.
1000%. And we jump
I
in,
would
and it'd be
not
the
pay
worst
any
time of
more
our
than
life.
$10, but yeah,
It'd be
of
the
course.
best, worst time of our life to jump into that.
The most empty game I think I've ever seen.
Yeah. Awful.
And like I played, Journey. Like that game didn't have. I
Journey's
guess it
good
was
stuff.
empty.
Journey's a good
That's a
time.
great game. It is,
Yeah.
but it's pretty empty. It's like a desert.
Well, yeah, but that's also kind of the point.
It's
of it, right?
intentional though, you know.
It's empty with intention, with purpose.
Exactly. All right,
All right, so what we're gonna do?
let's do this.
We're gonna go through our Switch games one by one, and we're gonna talk about each of them, and it's gonna take forever.
I love this. I
gonna be
love this.
great.
We might not even go through it all today.
No, possibly not. Possibly not.
We'll see.
My stack is alphabetical. Yours is not even close.
I'm gonna try though. I'm gonna follow your
Yeah,
lead. Like
okay,
you're gonna
that
name a game.
sounds
If
good.
you ever see me like looking over here frantically, it's
Yeah.
because I'm looking for a game in the same kind of alphabetical region.
Okay, that sounds good. I have mine kind of. So this is how I am viewing my stacks.
Look at
I
that.
cannot see spine, and I also can't see
Delicious.
the tops. It's bottoms. So it's very like, oh, what's coming out of the box today? What's the
We don't know.
surprise?
Mystery
We don't
box.
know. Mystery box is exactly right. But we do know the top of the list. We're gonna start off with Animal Crossing, freaking New Horizons. We're opening the inside. The cart's not in there. It's in my Switch.
You're
New-
playing it again currently?
I'm actively was just playing it prior to this actually.
Beautiful.
I completed the Bug Museum today for the first time in
No.
my life. For the first time in my life, it's true.
Really?
That's right. First
Amazing.
time.
I mean, what a game.
Yeah.
Like, as much as I know, I'm not a diehard Animal Crossing
Yeah.
fan, I should say. Like, not like you are, Dylan. I am like I've only played a little bit of New Leaf, and then I've played New Horizons.
Yeah.
And I thought New Horizons was fantastic. I really loved it.
I have so much to say about New Horizons, and so little of it is positive.
Come on.
I listen.
You can't put like 1,000 hours into a game and not like it at least a little bit.
listen, we're talking about an 8 in a sea of 10s. You know what I mean? I'm talking.
Okay.
It's phenomenal game. It's a great game. It's lost a lot of what Animal Crossing is, which is the life simulation. People used to, all your villagers used to be their own thing. Oh, I come in, I live here, we're neighbors, we chill, and it's time for me to go. They leave. And you cannot lose a villager in this game if you don't want to. They will always be there. If you don't want that villager to leave, they're not gonna leave, and I don't like that.
But
That's a thousand other
that's
things.
how people were able to like sell their files for like
It's
$1 million when
nonsense.
they
It's
got Raymond or
outrageous.
whatever.
I have the Raymond
that the
Amiibo
one?
card. Yeah, I got Raymond Amiibo card. I got it in the first
You
pack I
could sell
bought.
that shit for big money.
I don't think it's worth anything anymore. Because people make
No.
fake Amiibo cards. You really want it, you buy a
Yeah.
fake Amiibo card for $5.
Very true. I mean, I think that New Horizons, as for me, as someone who's like definitely more into the gamified
Yeah,
side of Animal Crossing now, it makes me want to go back and play New Leaf because people say that New
Yeah.
Leaf kind of has a lot of that, and then also it keeps the best parts of the previous games. But I
Yeah.
really liked it. I loved making my own island. I loved that.
It's
I
a
wish they
great
did more
aspect of it.
update wise.
yeah.
I wish that they did more update wise. I think it's ridiculous that they didn't make this like a 10-year live service kind of
Yeah.
thing. This is what a missed opportunity.
They essentially brought it up to the point that New Leaf was at when New Leaf was over. It's like, okay, they added terraforming and outdoor decorating. That's great. But then there was so much stripped away that New Leaf had. And then the updates were just adding that stuff back in. And I don't think that's the way that you should do like a solid sequel. The old game should be the starting point, and then you build off that. It should not be, okay, we build a new thing, but everything else is missing, and we're going to add to that.
Listen, I think we're going to be talking a lot about this in this video because Nintendo, that seems to be their philosophy, is what you're saying they shouldn't be doing.
Yes.
But they love doing this shit.
Yeah.
They love doing this,
half games, and then they sell it to you as a whole game, and then they say, oh, but we're doubling the content in the next 2 years. No, you're not. You took the content away before you launched the game.
What my favorite is when they don't even double the content, when they're just like, here's like 3 characters and a couple stadiums. I'm looking at you, Mario Strikers Battle League. Where is the actual story mode?
Mario Tennis is the same thing.
That one was better though, to be fair. That one they actually that's probably the best of the Switch Switch sports Mario sports games.
Am I able to do chat moderation through OBS? I don't think so. I've got I got spam bots in my chat. It's clogging up the whole chat thing. I don't think you can even see the chat on my stream very well, so I'm gonna take it off.
Send them my way.
No problem. All right, that's enough about Animal Crossing, the best worst game in the franchise.
That's great. Yeah. I also own Animal Crossing. I have no idea where it is. I think I might have loaned it to my mom, actually. I think
it's a great mom game. Cam's mom has like 2,000 hours in New Horizons. She's played way more than I have.
See, and I thought my mom would get really into it. Just never really happened. Did it, Rach? Yeah.
I hear a lot about moms getting into it.
Yeah. She never got into it.
Yeah.
Speaking of games that moms never got into, here's a game that I also never got into. Advanced Wars 1+2 Reboot Camp. Here's the thing.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh wow, look at the inside box art for that though.
Whoa, I love a reversible cover. I love a fully reversible cover. That's looking good.
Is that?
That's looking good.
That must be the Advanced Wars 2 box art or something like that. That's really cool. I thought I would be super into Advanced Wars because it's made by Intelligent Systems, one of my favorite developers. It's a remake of 2, certified classics from the Game Boy
bangers,
Advance,
true bangers.
But it's the same problem I had with Wargroove, where my favorite part of turn-based strategy games, which I think it's fair to say is either my favorite genre or like it's up there. It's one of my favorite genres. But the problem is that you can't become attached to any of your units in this game. They don't matter. They're just disposable. And so what's the point? It all just feels pointless to me. I'm just like, it's just like fighting wars and for the sake of it.
That's just like real life, baby. That's boring.
I'm not trying to talk down on the game. I think the game is fantastic. I played the like halfway through the first Advance Wars game, and then I just fell off of it. But it's well made. I don't
Yeah.
love the art style that the remake went for. I think that the originals look better.
It's got that kind of like diorama style that a lot of the Switch remakes have, and it works for some better than it works for others. I don't think it works too terribly for Advance Wars. Now I haven't played it. I don't have it. It's on the list. It's one I'd like to pick up. I think it's a better choice for Advance Wars than it is for other things that use it. Because it's like the way the gameplay displays, right, is it's all on a table.
Yeah.
So it's like
Yeah, no, it is. You're
like
right.
war
You know what?
gaming
It's not
almost.
bad. I just think the 16-bit like looks.
Yeah, oh yeah,
unbelievably good.
it's hard to beat like Game Boy era like 16-bit graphics.
Yeah.
It's
This
just
cat
got
is-
such a style.
Can you hear this kitten
Is your cat
meowing?
being
I'm
a terror?
sorry.
No, I can't.
Oh my god. Okay, good.
Little Lizzie.
She's just going ballistic in there.
Oh, now I can hear
Nope.
it.
No, yeah, no, you don't have to. Don't worry about it. She's just crazy. You can't hear her though, Dylan.
I heard one, but that was it. I haven't heard.
Yeah,
her.
you're probably
I haven't
gonna
heard
hear
her
more.
since.
She's gonna get louder for sure. She'll calm down. She'll calm down. But yeah, so Advanced Wars 1+2 reboot camp. I'm happy it exists.
Yeah,
but
me
I
too.
don't think it sold very well.
No.
The fact that
like
it was
the million
delayed
mark?
so much, I don't even know.
Delay for the war.
Did you hear that? So the game was like, it was so good to go and ready to go
Yeah.
that when it dropped, the gold coins had already expired on the physical.
Oh my god, I did hear
You
that.
couldn't
yes.
redeem the gold coins. Yeah,
I
that's
remember
how
that.
long it was delayed. Like they were just sitting
Yeah.
on warehouses full
Over
of
a
stock.
year, because the coins last a year, I think, right?
Yeah.
Oh my
So
god.
it just killed like all the momentum that the game
Yeah.
had. There was hype around it when it was announced, and then it was
Yeah.
just like, who cares?
Well, yeah,
year and a half
because
later when it
it's a
came out.
year old. We haven't even played it yet.
Yeah,
that's
ridiculous. Whatever. Anyway,
It is what
yeah,
it is.
so pretty good game though.
It's one I want to get. I think I could enjoy the tactics in there a little more. I mean, it's hard
Yeah.
to beat XCOM.
XCOM, Fire Emblem,
Yeah.
all those ones for me.
Even Midnight
You
Sun,
know-
you're saying? Midnight Suns.
Oh, so good. Because it doesn't it's not necessarily about the permadeath as much as
Yeah.
it is like I like growing to know the people who are
Yeah.
fighting with me. Midnight Suns though is like I really can't recommend it enough. It's
It's on the list.
like
It's on the list.
sleeper hit. It's
Yeah.
really, really ridiculously good.
It's on the list. All right, what do we got up next? Oh, this is an interesting a little cookie, a fun cookie. We've got Baldur's Gate 1 and 2 Enhanced Edition on there. Right there. Boom. Not a limited run. It's Skybound. We got nothing in there, but we do have the cart. This was a birthday present to me from Ethan of PNP fame. I haven't played this at all yet, and he gave it to me like 3 years ago for my birthday. My last birthday party at my parents' house when you guys came. That's when he gave me when you gave me a special nugget that's coming up.
No,
He gave me
come
this that
on.
day, and I haven't
He
played it
blew
yet.
my gift away. Wow.
No way.
I feel like the Switch port of games like that really struggle because of the size of the text.
Yes,
that's simple.
100%.
And like not having a mouse cursor, obviously. But
What, like 1,000%, absolutely.
it just sounds like the worst place to play it.
I mean,
Or
like
any console for that matter. It's not even just the Switch.
they're adapted pretty decently in terms of controls, but the text is a nightmare. That's why I mean you play it on the TV, that's fine, but I mean the Switch is 50% not on the TV.
Exactly. Well, and the resolutions probably aren't a problem on that one, but
Yeah, no, it looks. I popped it in once, literally one time just to check it out. And like the visual style is really great. I don't know how to describe it. It's like it's pretty cool.
it's classic.
Yeah, it's
looking.
classic.
Yeah.
And it did control well. It's just there's a lot of text. There is a lot of text input, like you're making your character and shit. Yeah, a lot of the stuff is not made for like playing on a console. But it's one I want to get into eventually. I want to play it.
Are both games on the cartridge?
Both games on the cart, yeah.
Come on, what a
Yeah.
deal!
They also had
Unreal.
Icewind Dale and Neverwinter Nights combo. I
On
don't
card?
have that on the cart. Not on this one. But Skybound did 3 collections from
Planescape as well,
yeah.
right?
Yeah, they did Planescape. Actually, maybe it might have been Icewind Dale and Planescape Shadows of Torment. And then it
Right.
was the Neverwinter Nights 1 and 2. I think those were the 2 other collections that they did, which I wish I had. But I mean, this is good enough for me. I mean,
It's awesome.
We got Tim Kaine, baby. I don't actually think Tim Kaine worked on this. I'm just kidding. He worked on the other 4 games I mentioned, but he didn't work on these 2, I don't think.
I don't even know who that is. I don't
Creator
know much
of
about
Fallout,
classic.
the OG.
Oh, what?
creator
He was
of
working
Fallout.
at BioWare?
He worked at BioWare, yeah. He worked on
he
Dragon
really?
Age. I'm pretty sure he worked on Dragon Age.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, what a pedigree.
He's a legend. He's legend. He's
Who's
fantastic.
the guy from Wasteland 3? Brian...
Brian Fargo. He was an asshole,
He's
apparently.
the other one?
According to
well.
Tim Kaine, he's an asshole. Bit of an asshole.
He made some good... He was a part of
makes
making
good
some
stuff.
good games, at least.
He is, yeah. He made good stuff. Part of good stuff.
All right.
What you got
Well,
here?
next up, we're going back to the A's for a second here.
Yeah.
We got Axiom Verge 1 and 2.
Ooh, that's a nice
Combo
collection.
pack.
That's a nice combo.
I was going through a really big Metroidvania spree. I
As
guess it
you
would have
do.
been last year, maybe even like a year and a half ago at this point.
Yeah.
Let's peep the inside here.
Let's peep
It
it.
comes with a little notebook.
Ooh.
Pretty sick,
Okay,
actually. On
yeah.
the back it says Axiom Verge 2,
Oh,
and
I
then
like that.
some reversible, like a full reversible cover.
That's a
Pretty
nice
sick.
cover. Yeah, I like that.
Absolutely. I was going through a really big Metroidvania spree like a year and a half ago now. I played Hollow Knight, and then I played Blasphemous, and then I played Symphony of the Night, and then I
Yep.
played the Ori games. And then I went out and I bought Axiom Verge 1 and 2, and I played halfway through Axiom Verge 1, and I really enjoyed it. I liked it, and then we had our condo fire. And
course.
so the game kind of got put on hold, and I never went back to it, not yet at least. So I'm excited though. Axiom Verge 2 I hear is even better than the first one.
Yep.
And I was enjoying the first one quite a bit. Very Metroid, like
Yeah.
very, NES, Super Nintendo Metroid. The art style's not my favorite.
Yeah.
It looks really like it's very heavily inspired by like Metroid
Yeah.
1.
The
But
OG.
but it's still
2,
sick.
I think.
It's a sick
I think
game.
2 takes on a 16-bit.
It does, and
yeah.
every time I look at screenshots from it, I'm like, I want to play that
Yeah.
one, but I really have to work my way through the first one first.
Yeah. That's a great
but-
double pack to have. That's a fairly
And both
recent
on cart.
LRG. Yeah, both on cart.
Yep.
I mean, they're
Both on
small. They can't be like huge games size-wise.
No,
so-
yeah, definitely.
I mean, you
But
love
it is
seeing
sick.
multiple games on a cart.
Me too. And it would be cool to have 2 different boxes or whatever, because I know that both got their individual.
Yeah.
I was more than happy to pick up the double pack.
You know,
Of
it
Axiom
saves space on the shelf at least.
Exactly.
That's the way it's gotta go. Yeah, I wish I had more to say about those. They're definitely like when I worked at P&P, I'd eyeball them constantly because we had.
Do you have the Wii U?
I don't know, but
thought you did.
They did for the longest time. It was in stock. You could get it. It was regular price. Yeah, and then the Switch one came in, and Axiom Verge 2 came in, and like I wanted them, but I didn't want them enough to grab them. Maybe one day. I think they tend to keep stock of Axiom Verge, the 1 and 2 collection. I think.
Actually, I got
PNP.
I got it on sale. It was like 15% off or
Oh, wow.
something when I got
They-
it, which was a
PNP
while
does
ago. at
LRG
this point,
sales
but
often, actually. Yeah.
Listen, I got a limited game on sale a little while ago that I'm sure will come up at some point in this
Very
video
nice.
that I'm quite happy about.
Very nice.
Yeah.
All right. Next one up. Here's one that you're happy to see and super jealous of, apparently.
No, what is it?
We
Are we on the D's?
We got my Binding of
Hey,
Isaac.
hold on a minute. I'm not jealous.
Afterbirth Plus. You're not jealous of the game. You're jealous of what I got on the inside, baby. Look at this.
Fucking bullshit.
What do you got in there? Do the insides
I
look
got nothing.
Is that the blue? Or do we have the same version?
This is the second print.
Yeah.
But the manual only comes with the first print.
The delicious, amazing, fantastic booklet. Oh my god, you love to see stuff like this.
It's fantastic.
I definitely nabbed this during my time in gaming retail. Oh, such a treasure, such a treat.
Unreal.
It is truly unreal. I love to have it. I'm the biggest
Really upsetting.
Binding of Isaac fan. Everyone knows, of course. So
Oh,
it's hard to beat my love for Isaac. So it's great to have that instruction manual because I need it a lot. Yeah.
Listen,
What's there to say about Isaac? It's like the greatest roguelike of all time, probably.
it's
like,
the greatest roguelike of all time. It might even be the greatest game.
It's not
of
my
all time.
favorite. It's your favorite.
It is my favorite.
But I respect and appreciate its merits. I think it's got a lot going for it. That's unreal, like an unreal amount going for it.
Too much content. There's too much content.
Crazy
it's
amounts.
So much. It's amazing.
I don't know how you're supposed to know all the content.
There's just a ridiculous. Hold on 1 second, because I got something to add to this.
Let's see it. Let's see what you're adding. He's got something to add. We're gonna see what he's adding here. Take a sec. I'm gonna refill my.
I got
my water jug.
I have the.
What do you have here?
This was the Brimstone edition.
Whoa.
Of Repentance. That there's a face in this TV. It's kind of hard to make out on the camera, but there is a face in there. This is like the Brimstone edition of Repentance that they put out. It just has like an oversized box, and it came with a couple extra goodies. But then, so I also have a second physical of Isaac that has.
Wow,
you know, it's
that's
Repentance.
a nice physical.
It is. It's really sick. It actually comes. So this is there's a Binding of Isaac card game.
Yeah, Chris Chan illustrated cards for that.
That's
officially,
so ridiculous.
Officially.
That is so
Edmund
insane.
McMillan has a bunch of Chris Chan shit sent directly from Chris Chan.
That's so funny.
There's
well,
like
this card is like an exclusive to the this physical, like the oversized box and all that, which is pretty sick. It says "Who am I" on the back, like a little classic.
Beautiful. It's beautiful.
The inside box art is also very cool. It's just like a black variant of it, which is cool. But yeah, so I mean, for me, The Binding of Isaac is it's like one of the greatest games ever made,
and I can
love
see
it.
Why.
I think that it can be a little daunting almost with how much there is in it.
Super, yeah, totally.
There's it, and if you play Repentance, like Rebirth, I don't think is too daunting, but when you play Repentance, there's 800 items. And if you're playing it on console, there's no external item description. So if you're new, you're picking up items like, what the fuck does this even do?
Constantly.
All the time.
I never play enough Isaac at one time to learn anything. So every time I play it, I'm like, what the fuck am I doing? How do I
And then you pick up Monster's Lung and you ruin your run.
Yeah, I pick up Monster's Lung and I gotta charge every fucking shot. And it's a nightmare. And I hate it.
It's just a matter of, you get what you put in with Isaac for sure. You have to invest time to get the most out of the game. Like 100%. I totally get that. And they're working to address it. They've confirmed a patch that will add item descriptions to the game. Who knows when that'll come out? Probably like 2 years from now, but they've confirmed they're working on it. So.
Well, they got multiplayer now, so do some co-op in there.
Yes, they do. And the beta keeps getting updates every day.
Crazy.
I'm loving it. I haven't played very much of it, but I'm loving reading the updates.
Very nice.
But yeah, that's Isaac. I mean, I could talk about Isaac. I could talk for like 6 hours just about The Binding of Isaac because I think it's that good. But I won't do that.
I could hear talking about it, but
it's so good. It's so good. This one, I'll just pull out these three here.
Yeah,
I feel like
bust out all three.
These go together. Sure. It's the 3 Bayonetta games.
Sure.
The 3 Bayonetta games on the Switch.
Yeah.
And of course, Bayonetta 1 getting that random physical in North America with it pretty sick. Yeah. I was really into that, so I picked that up, and it was at a pretty reduced price. I think it was only like $30 or $40.
Yeah, no, it wasn't bad. It wasn't a bad price.
Yeah. I love the Bayonetta games. The first one is probably my least favorite.
Yeah.
The second one is probably my favorite, and then the third one I think is just an absolute roller coaster. Like, it's just fun from start to finish. I love these games. I think that they're on the level of like Devil May Cry 5.
Yeah, sure.
Which is, if you like these games, you will like Bayonetta. If you like Devil May Cry, you're going to love the Bayonetta games. They're a lot of fun.
Well, I don't like Devil May Cry. And I don't like Bayonetta. And I don't have any Bayonetta games. I do love sexy women.
Mm-hmm.
Bayonetta, I don't think is a sexy woman.
Have you seen her dance in the third one?
I don't want to
Have you
see her and do any kind of witch
In the
dance.
third one, she does to summon the big monster. She does like a sexy dance where she's naked.
I don't want to see it.
Um,
I don't want to
oh,
see it.
it's exciting, and you're
She's
summoning the
not a
big
treat.
monster all the time.
She's not a treat for my eyes. I don't want to see it.
Come on, you don't like
I,
that?
I also think it's strange. This is a little off topic because it's not exactly Bayonetta, but I guess it's also still Bayonetta. That they made some kind of an RPG thing with starring child,
Cereza.
like a young Bayonetta. Why did they make
Cereza and the what's it called? Cereza and
it's just
something.
it's just weird that they made it's weird to me that a series based around a woman who like often flaunts her like sexual features now has a game where she's like a little girl. I think that's a really strange progression for the character.
Well, you got to see how she got to that point somehow, right?
I mean, it could just
All
be
sexy
a
women were
flashback
at one
in the
point
game.
young children.
You know, you make
That's-
you make a point. It's a point based in fact. It's true. I just don't like correlating those two things together. So
I
don't
want
like
that
putting
game.
those together.
Cereza.
You don't have it?
No, I don't. I want it, but I can't justify paying $80 for it. I'm like
Oh,
40.
it's nasty.
I could pay 40, but not.
I don't know
$80.
anything about it either.
It
I
just-
don't like the art style. It's weird.
It's like a storybook
Yeah.
art style.
I can't stand a storybook art style.
Yeah.
I hate it. Fucking
You ever play
Pokemon Mystery
Trine?
Dungeon. What Trine?
Oh.
Hell no.
Come on, Trine looks good. I think it's one of the few
Really?
games to pull that.
I don't know
off,
anything
to pull
about
the art
Trine.
style off. It's like the first game that had that storybook art style that I can think of.
Yeah, Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. The biggest one for me that like really like lost the plot with the graphics. I mean, the first like 6 games in the franchise looked amazing. As soon as it left the DS, those games were hideous because they went for that storybook shit. I can't stand
How many?
it. The
So
one
what?
on
That's
the
like.
Switch. Oh my god, so bad.
What about the 3DS one? Hold on, I'm pulling up
The
images.
3DS
of the
one I
3DS
think is bland. I think the 3DS one is like a generic kind of 3D. One of them I think is a storybook. There's 2 on the Switch.
I thought that there was only the Super Mystery Dungeon.
No, there's Super Mystery Dungeon, and then
This
there's
looks okay. This looks okay.
Gates to Infinity or something. Maybe the 3DS ones are okay. They lose the charm of the pixel art though. That's the problem.
I agree. I mean, if you give me a 16-bit art style, there's like a very good chance I'm gonna think your game looks fantastic. 16-bit is really, it's good stuff.
How's it going, Christian Meme Studios? I was in the Tartar Socks community. I was a day one supporter of Tartar Socks. I was the first subscriber to Tartar Socks, and I was the longest subscriber to Tartar Socks. And then she abandoned us and moved to BC.
Who's Tartar
That
Socks?
bitch. A streamer from back in the day that I used to watch all the time, who also stole my stream aesthetic, Tartar Socks. I am still in the Discord, but it's obviously inactive. That was just an aside. I got people in the chat.
Why did she move to BC? How did her moving to BC stop her from?
Because she went to film school. She was going to film school. She used to live here in this city, in this wonderful city of ours.
See you later, Tartar Socks.
Yeah, too late. So sad. Too bad. So sad. Okay. What is my next game on the list here? Now, this is a fun one. I like having this. Bug Fables. The Everlasting Sapling. There we go.
There it is. That's a good
Beautiful on the inside. I don't like this game much. It's very hard for me to enjoy this game because the art style is awful. It looks like it was illustrated by a 14-year-old with Microsoft Paint. And the music's kind of boring. The music doesn't get me excited. The actual combat is a good time. The combat's a good time. I enjoy it. I enjoy most about the game. I don't think I like the story very much. But I do enjoy the game. The combat.
I haven't played it personally, but Rachel played I don't know, she probably played like 5 hours of it, and I think she had pretty similar opinions of just like the art style.
It's hard to get past the art style.
Bug Fables. Yeah, she wasn't a huge fan.
Yeah.
I've heard great things. I picked it up because I heard great things, and I haven't played it yet. But Rachel wasn't a big fan. So
I think the problem with the art style is that it's inconsistent more than anything. Like the thickness of lines of like outlines are different from one thing to the next. The lighting, there's just no proper lighting, which a game that has such simplified graphics should be able to handle like a decent lighting engine, which is something that would like you see that there's a lot of like Paper Mario style RPGs coming out right now, and you look at any of those ones and they've got like a good lighting system because that's what makes that art style pop these days, and they're not having it. They don't have it.
What's that other new one? It's something about bread?
Born of Bread or something.
Born of Bread.
Yeah. I think that's what
Arlo talked about it in his end of the year.
It looks pretty all right. There was that other one about ghosts. There was that ghost one.
I don't even know that one.
But I mean,
I
look
like
at
the art
that.
style of this Born of Bread game.
Yeah,
That looks nice.
It looks great. The lighting is fantastic.
Yeah.
And I think that's what Bug Fables is missing. I think nowadays, when you're doing that art style, that kind of flat Paper Mario style of art, it's gotta have embellishments. We've got Paper Mario Thousand Year Door remake coming out. Looks fucking good. Phenomenal graphically.
We got Paper Mario the Origami King, which is already
Origami
one of the
King
best games on the console.
Yes, it looked great. I'll even give credit to Color Splash. Color Splash visually looked great. Yeah, it looked great.
Mm-hmm. And Sticker Star too. All the Paper Mario games are good. What?
I've never played it.
Everyone hates Sticker Star. That was one of the first 3DS games I ever bought.
Oh, that's so sad. That's so sad.
I know. I liked it, so I'm not sad about it. I'm not ashamed of it.
Yeah, no, I've never played it. I've got it downloaded, but
you gotta hop into Sticker Star.
No, never.
Come on,
never.
Beloved game in the Paper Mario franchise.
Yeah, one of the best. They say the
They do.
It's in the top 4. It's in the top
saying...
6, I guess now.
Yes,
it's for sure in the top 6.
Definitely up there. Yeah.
Yeah, it's 6 out of 6.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bug Fables, though, I got nothing to say about it at all.
Yeah.
One day maybe I'll play it, or maybe it'll just be a game that sits on the shelf forever, and eventually I go, why did I even buy this?
And then you could sell it on eBay for $200 because it's an LRG release.
Oh, it is. Look at that. It won't go for that much.
LRG just goes up and up because it's LRG.
I'll hold on to it then.
Yeah.
It's listen, I don't get rid of my games.
Yeah,
it's not going anywhere.
I do. There's actually a couple games in this stack that I intend to sell and are just here because I still have them.
You let me know which ones those are when
I'll
we
let
get
you
to
know. I'll let you know.
You let me know.
I'll let you know.
Next one here. This is a launch title for the Switch.
Whoa!
The Super Bomberman R.
What's that spine look like? Let's see that spine.
It is the revised spine.
Wow.
I'm a masochist. I'm not trying to get the one in the middle with the logo font.
Yeah. No, that's a treasure. You got a treasure.
Fuck no.
Yeah,
I didn't want
way.
it. I got this at a pawn shop actually with another weird game that'll come up. For like a really good price. I think we got it for like $10 or $15.
Wow.
So I was like, okay, I'll pick it up. I've played it a couple times.
Really?
I love the box art. I think the box art is just
a good style.
Amazing.
Yeah.
The game is ugly though.
Really?
Like the actual game, it's like.
That's another one.
You ever see that one? There was like one on the Xbox 360, Bomberman Act Zero, I believe it was called. One of the worst games ever, and it looked awful. This looks like that game, but like put in the classic Bomberman characters, because that one had like weird mechas.
Oh.
Hold on, I'll share my screen.
Well, I'm watching your stream, so you just pull it up on your computer, yeah, and I can see it.
Pog me up.
I got your stream up.
Look at this. Bomberman Act Zero. This game was fucking. This was the worst shit ever.
You've got very.
This is what the characters look like in it.
Let's see this.
This is the worst thing ever.
Well, it looks like Iron Man.
But it's like
Iron
this
Man.
is not Bomberman. This is what the game looked like. I know it's a small image,
no, that's
but it
Iron
was
Man.
horrible.
That's Iron Man.
It's
Tony Stark.
Not Bomberman. Anyway, that's kind of what Bomberman Super Bomberman R looks like.
Ugh.
It's not good. I
never liked Bomberman very much. There were a few times I don't have Super Bomberman R. There are a few times where I almost picked it up when the Switch first came out because there was nothing else to buy.
And it's got that cover.
Yeah, it's got that cover.
Enticing cover.
It's got that cover.
It's enticing.
I just never bought it because I don't like Bomberman. Actually, it's a perfectly even split why I didn't buy it. The first half of why not is because I don't like Bomberman. The other half is because of the original spine. I will not have a spine that it does not conform. Mm-hmm. It can't happen.
Mm-hmm. Really, it's interesting that you say that because there's actually a game in our collection. One of the only games that doesn't conform was from you.
Really?
So you've cursed
Which
me
one
to
is
have
that?
a game that doesn't conform. Oh, you'll know
We'll
it.
see. Yeah, okay, we'll bring it up. I also have one that technically, I guess, doesn't conform, but it doesn't conform in the best possible way, so it's okay. And
If it's a good, like, if it's some games earn it. The game that I'm talking about did not earn it at all.
Hell yeah. Oh, I know which one it is. I think I got an idea. I think it's coming up fairly soon, I think, alphabetically.
I think you're probably right.
Oh, I mean, I'm not going to be pulling it out because I don't have it, but,
Nonsense.
All right.
We are. This is gonna take forever. Huh?
Yes.
We'll probably have to do this through multiple.
I got
sittings.
4 games on my stack here, so yeah, this will be a multi-part series, I think.
Definitely.
All right, this is a fun one, and I'm excited to have this. I don't like the game at all, but I'm happy I own it.
What in the world?
It's Cadence of Hyrule, Crypt of the frickin' Necrodancer. That's a treasure. This is a treasure and a treat to own. The problem is I hate the fucking game. I cannot keep a fucking beat. I can move to the beat, but as soon as I have to move to the beat and also remember when I'm supposed to be attacking and all that shit, I have to learn and remember all enemy attack patterns while paying attention to when I'm supposed to be moving on beat. I can't fucking do it. I cannot play this fucking game to save my life. My brain won't let it happen. But I'm so happy fair. I have it. I love having it because this is discontinued. They don't sell it anymore. You can't buy it in the store anymore.
It was pretty limited in its release.
High value.
Definitely.
So I'm happy to have it. It's
a sick game.
I mean,
listen, it's fun if you can get into it.
Yeah,
but
I'm
it
sure
also
awesome.
Goes over my head.
Yeah.
I have like 3 or 4 hours in the game probably.
I don't think I have any
it's hard.
Close to that.
It's really hard.
I think it's cool to have, not just because of its like how limited it is, just like the fact that it is like Zelda. When has Nintendo ever given the license for an indie game? They like to give the Zelda license out. I mean, you think about Hyrule Warriors, they like giving out the Zelda license, but they won't fucking give it. They won't give anything else. And they don't do it a lot. They did this one time for an indie game. And what a strange choice.
I just love the idea that like a big executive at Nintendo played Crypt of the Necrodancer. Yeah. I was like, this is the shit.
Yeah.
I want a Zelda version. And I think that that's really cool. And the music is,
it's really good.
The rendition of, I believe it's, what the hell is the name of it? It's like not Tall Mountain. That's Super Mario 64. But it has a song that's one of the best video game tracks you'll ever hear. It's really good.
Yeah. No, genuinely like some of the best music.
The other interesting thing about this one, just to throw it out there quickly, is that Northern Lion's wife helped compose the music. So the wife of my favorite streamer. Wow,
that's cool.
Cool, I agree.
I was unaware of this.
Yeah.
That's very cool.
Mm-hmm.
Do I know anything cool about it? Nope. Don't think so. That is very cool.
It's a cool game. It's a sick
cool
thing though.
Visually phenomenal too. I mean, one of the best art styles I've ever seen for Zelda, to be honest. Like since Minish Cap.
I agree. Give them the developer the rights to make an actual 2D Zelda game.
Yeah, I'd be down.
Because they'll crush it.
Yeah,
they'll crush it.
Visually, at least.
Absolutely. They're a super talented studio.
Yeah. What the heck?
I'm trying to. This is such a nightmare. Like this whole. I'm like, okay. This one slipped. Okay, I get it.
Are you pulling from a tote?
No, I'm pulling from like a stack that's like really messy next to me.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I'm just gonna. This was a mistake buying this.
Oh really? I don't think I have that.
Do you see this?
I don't have
this
that.
In particular. This part of it.
Yeah, full game download.
Yeah, there's no.
It's James
this is
Pond.
just. I hate this.
It's no better
This
than
is,
James
oh,
Pond.
don't show that. Don't show that.
You haven't
I haven't
you haven't
redeemed
redeemed it? Oh
I
my
haven't
god.
redeemed that yet.
Oh my god. Well,
That's
we'll have
okay.
to censor that in post.
That's okay. I'm really not worried about it. This is something that I don't want to own. And correct me if I'm wrong, Dylan. I don't know if you'll know, but
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that there is a version with a cartridge.
I'm not aware of this.
Tom has told me that it exists.
Really? I've not.
Where it's like only BioShock 1 on cart, but like that
Yeah, it's
there
not.
is-
It's not like a full game download. It's a partial download.
Exactly.
That could be a thing. I would believe that was a thing.
Well,
I'm unaware of it though.
I bought it because it was on sale for dirt cheap, and then I realized it was just a game download.
Yeah.
But if you haven't played the BioShock games, I've played them on Switch. I've played
Really?
BioShock 2 on Switch, and it's a great port.
Yeah.
And they're great games. So
Do they have gyro?
I don't think so. I don't. They
Awful.
No. You know what? I think they do. I think they do.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure all the 2K releases
Yeah.
have gyro.
Borderlands had gyro, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, I'll just quickly throw this one out there. That it's another
Yeah.
one. It's
There you
good,
go.
but it only has. I believe it only has Borderlands. Yeah, only Borderlands 1 on the cartridge. The other one 2 are downloads. So like, don't even bother with this. Just get them digitally. They'll go on sale for dirt cheap all the time.
Not the kind of games I'd ever want to play on Switch, frankly.
Yeah.
I have a computer.
okay.
I own every single game in those two collections I own on PC, and I would only ever play them there. So
They're great games. They are great games.
fantastic games.
but,
Fantastic games.
You know, if you have no other option, get
Sure,
them on Switch.
yeah.
They're fantastic. You know, maybe if the physical goes on for super cheap, you do still get Borderlands 1 on cart. That's a good game, but
Yeah, not great for preservation.
Exactly. That's my problem with it. I didn't realize that when I bought it because
Damn.
they changed it to being just this little thing right here that says like download download and micro SD required. It doesn't even tell you that
That's lame.
most of it's not on the cartridge. So
Whack.
Yep.
All right, here we go. Next up, Captain freaking Toad Treasure Tracker. Oh my god. I love Captain Toad Treasure Tracker. I went on record recently on Twitter, X.com. I went on record stating that both Captain Toad and Captain Toadette are two of my favorite video game characters of all time. I adore them. I adore Captain Toad. I adore this game. I do not adore this port. Fuck this port. It's fine, but this game was so made for the Wii U that it's not right on the Switch. Play the fucking 3DS port before you play the Switch port, in my opinion.
At least you have a microphone.
You got the microphone, you got the
You can do the
stylus.
Yeah.
You do the touch stuff. It's basically playing on the gamepad, but it's shitty resolution. But I mean, Mario Odyssey levels are cool. I've never played them, but there's DLC also that I never purchased.
And they added co-op. I'm like,
that's cool.
That combined kind of makes it the definitive version, which is unfortunate because of the control situation.
I mean, you get the gyro pointer on the screen. That's ass. That's no good.
It's okay in handheld, I think.
Yeah, it's fine.
That's where Rachel played the whole game. She played it on her Switch Lite.
It's serviceable if you don't have a Wii U and you can't get your hands on, Captain Toad. I mean, you get it on Switch and it's fine. It's just not made for the console.
Yeah.
So it's just not definitive.
I really don't like the ending they made, or the change they made to the ending.
Really? I don't know if I finished it.
Spoiler alert,
Yeah,
but the Wii U version is it turns out, it's a prequel to Super Mario 3D.
Right, yeah.
World.
Yep.
Well, but then on the Switch version, they changed it to being a prequel to Super Mario Odyssey, and it just feels kind of shoehorned.
It doesn't make sense because like a lot of the early levels of the game are pulled right out of 3D World, I think, right?
Exactly.
So
yeah, they are.
Yeah. I did actually know that. I 100%ed this game on the Wii U back in the day. Not on the Switch though, because I don't like how it plays on the Switch as much. I like it enough, and one day I probably will 100% it. Maybe even play it with the fiance.
You should.
But
I hear the co-op is good.
I could see it being fun. But Yeah, little letdown just from the controls, just a
I'm
little
with
bit.
you. I'm with you. I'm happy it's on the Switch. I'm
Me
happy it's
too.
not trapped on
It
the
also
Wii
wasn't
U
full
and the
price.
3DS. Yeah, exactly, right? It was a 49.99 Canadian situation,
Yeah, I
but
think so.
um I love Captain Toad Treasure
Yeah,
Tracker. I really love the levels in 3D World. When I
yeah,
first played them, they blew me away.
yeah.
And then when they announced a full game
It
revolving
was
around it, I
hype.
was
It was epic.
super excited.
Yeah,
Yeah. Um and I mean I haven't played the Switch port either. Rachel played it,
yeah,
but I love the Wii U version.
yeah.
It's one of the best Wii U games for sure.
It's a treasure.
It really is. It's a treasure and it's a treat.
Yeah,
It's
treasure and a
fantastic.
treat. Oh no,
It's
what's
a
up?
really
Okay.
cute game.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right, what do we got here next? What
What do
is
you got here
this?
next?
Next up, we got Bravely Default 2. Now, you might hear a
Okay.
snicker from Rachel
Okay.
because this was a game. This is a game that I was like, I've played Bravely Default and Bravely Second.
Yep.
I think Bravely Default is fantastic. I think
Yep.
Bravely Second is it's okay. But I was really like into JRPGs,
Yeah.
and I still am. I still really like JRPGs. But I bought Bravely Default 2 the day it came out,
Yep.
and I'm pretty sure Returnal came out like 2 weeks later or something.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Because I played maybe 5 to 10 hours of Bravely Default 2, and then I
Yeah.
jumped ship to a different game completely, and I never went back.
Yep.
Um, I enjoyed what I played. I think that it has a good job system. A JRPG with a good job system
Yeah.
appeals to me. I love the inside box art of this, by the way. That's beautiful.
Yeah, that's looking good.
Um,
That's looking good.
they got rid of the grind in this game. You could
Oh, really?
make it so your characters gain XP while your Switch is asleep. I thought that was really cool.
How does that
Um,
work?
you have like a ship that you
Yeah.
can take when your Switch is asleep, and then it grinds up
Wow.
money and items and XP while you're not playing the game. So it really gets rid of
Interesting.
the grind, and it's a great quality of life improvement.
Wow.
The game's really good. I just haven't played enough of it,
Yeah.
and I will be playing more of it, but just not right now.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
I haven't played any of the Bravely franchise. Bravely Default 1 is on my list of something to play eventually. I want to play that. Bravely Second is that's what that's called, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I heard it's just Bravely Default 1 again, and that makes me not really want to play it. That's kind of the general consensus that I've heard is that it's just the
not
same thing.
great.
Yeah.
It fixes some of the issues. So Bravely Default 1 suffered from a major issue, in my opinion, that I didn't find a major issue the first time I played it, but
Yeah.
I'm sure if I went back now, I'd be annoyed. You basically have to play through the game like 4 times to
What?
actually beat it.
Right,
That's
yeah.
like there's like a plot. Well, maybe it's a bit of a spoiler, I guess. Maybe I won't talk
It's an
about
old
it.
game.
Okay, so essentially, when you hit the end of the game,
Yeah.
which you'll find it comes pretty quick, you get sent back to the start of the game.
Right.
But then things are different.
Yeah.
So then you have to play through the whole start of the game, and I'm not kidding. It's like 3 or 4 times.
Yeah.
To actually, but like every time, you hit a certain point and things branch and things are different, and it's
Yeah.
pretty cool. But that is
It doesn't
an
sound
issue
great.
with the first game.
Yeah.
But I didn't care when I was 15 or 14 or 15 years old and I played it and I thought this is the freaking best JRPG I'd played in a long time.
Yeah. Which I mean they were at the time they were great, right? So
There's better. Well, actually, Bravely Default 2 I think is still very good.
yeah.
Octopath Traveler I would say is
Come on.
the superior choice,
Yeah.
at least versus the first one.
Um,
Versus the first Bravely Default.
I was very turned off by Bravely Default 2 because of the lip flaps of the player models or the character models. The way their lips move when they're talking in the game is
Is it
so
that
gross. It's so gross to me. It reminds me of like a 90s rubber animatronic that's like it's
That's
really
funny.
awful. I hate looking at it. It's the same thing as Pokemon Sword and Shield.
Ugh.
It's like those kind of mouth movements. Not good. Not good.
Yeah,
So I couldn't
that's
do it.
fair.
I do want to
think
play it
visually
eventually.
looks pretty mid as well, actually.
Really?
I don't think it's all that great. It has some nice color to it, I will say, but
Yeah.
it's not visually impressive like some other
Yeah.
to pay attention to that. I plan to hop back into it, so
Yeah.
we'll see.
All right.
Yeah.
What's my next one here? Oh, here's a fun one. The Cave Story Plus we've got here.
Hey,
Hey.
look at this.
What do you got there?
Look at that.
Oh,
The
I like
original-
that.
Yeah.
I prefer the original cover release. I think I said this in my original Switch game collection video.
You
stream.
did. You did.
But I've got the girl cover out instead of the boy cover because I like that better.
This is what this
Oh,
one. It's like
that's looking
advertisements
good.
for other games.
But
It's pretty
looking
sick.
good in
It's got
there.
other Nicalis games.
Very nice. I like that.
It also comes with an instruction booklet.
Very
and
nice. They all
this
did.
This is fun. It comes with a tiny little soundtrack.
Yeah, I like that little
Tiny
disc. The little GameCube disc.
Very cute.
Yeah. Very nice. I don't have a lot to say about it. It's like a Metroidvania situation, I think, right? Yeah.
It sure is.
God, it's been forever since I've even popped it in. I barely played any of it. It's just another one of those ones where it's like, this is dirt cheap. I'm buying it. It's going in the collection. And I will have it forever. I probably paid somebody like $8 for it.
Ooh, that's dirt cheap.
Yeah, so $10 maybe. So
I
it's just one
paid
of
like
those-
$40 for it.
I think I got one.
Cave Story is a game that I think you would really enjoy. I really think you should play through it.
Yeah.
I will say that. I think that you would leave Cave Story feeling very attached to that game.
Really?
Dylan. I think it's genuinely. I think you would leave it being blown away, and it's not very long.
Interesting.
You can get through it in like 8
Oh,
8 to 10 hours for like a 100% playthrough.
Are we talking about like a good story?
Yes, and like
Really?
a very heartwarming, a very cutesy
Okay.
story, with some incredibly lovable characters.
Okay.
Like it's, it was made in 2004, so
Yeah.
it maybe in some respects doesn't hold up versus some modern indie classics. It does.
Sure.
It's no Undertale.
Yeah.
But I really, really think you should play through it. I think you
Okay.
would find yourself really enjoying it.
I'll bump
it's
it up
it's
a
a
little bit.
fantastic game.
Okay.
It's really good, and the gameplay's fantastic.
Very nice. I'll bump it up
Yeah.
on the list for sure.
Yeah, I think that it's one that you would really like. I keep telling Rachel to play it too because I think
Really?
that she'll love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a great game. It really is.
Right on. Yeah, I'll play it. I'll bump it up.
Oh, this is a fun one. Well, this is the limited run games.
Oh.
Celeste.
Oh, that's actually my next game as well. It was next on the list.
Look at that.
Look at
Isn't
that.
that beautiful?
Oh,
Look at this right here.
fantastic.
This
Look
is my
at that
coffee mug
right
every
there.
day.
That is beautiful.
This is give me one moment actually.
Please.
I probably need to go.
Oh, Celeste. What a treasure and a treat. I'll show off the manual here while you're collecting. Boom, look at all that.
So, we in this household, Celeste is Rachel's is Celeste your number one? Celeste is Rachel's favorite game of all time. It's
Yeah.
one of my favorite games.
Yeah.
It is it's amazing. It's just a magical, amazing game. It
Yeah.
really is. I played it through this year actually. I played through it before when it first launched. I know one of the developers,
Yeah.
which is cool. The programmer, Noel. This is the
Oh.
LRG Collector's Edition, by the way.
So great.
It is. It comes with one of the coolest steel books you'll ever see.
Oh, that's
at
looking
that.
good. I like that.
Modeling and battling, baby.
Yeah.
And then inside, we got an amazing little Celeste Classic GBA, a gift
Hey!
from yours truly.
What?
do I say
I
yours
love that
truly?
little thing. I don't know. Do you?
Uh,
The allergy
don't know.
card.
It's amazing. It's a game that I played through again this year. I've been going through a lot of like anxiety recently in my life, something that I've been dealing with, and it's been like a struggle at times. But playing through Celeste, I felt very touched by it on this playthrough more than I ever have before.
Yeah.
I've always loved Celeste. I always thought the story was really great and cute, but for me it was always about the gameplay. But on this most recent playthrough, it really felt a lot more about Madeline's story.
Yeah.
And relating to that on a lot of levels.
Yeah.
I think it's amazing. We also have the Fan Gamer special edition
Ooh.
launch of Celeste. We're really big Celeste fans in this
Yeah.
house.
as you should be, frankly. Like it's up there with Undertale, as one of the truly great indie games. Like
I'd say there's 3.
Yeah, Hollow Knight.
That's exactly
Hollow
right.
Knight, Undertale, Celeste, the 3 big, and they're all Fangamer. They got Fangamer releases for good reason.
And 2 of them have LRG.
Yeah, for good reason. It's just such a real treat. They like a treat and a treasure. It's so good. I was playing through it years ago at this point, and I got near the end, but I never finished it. But I want to play. I was actually thinking of starting it again the other day because we were talking about it, and I do think I'm gonna boot this up in the coming days, because I think it was the same thing for me when like you said, when I first played it. It was more about the gameplay. Like I just wanted to play it and experience that gameplay, but my life has changed so much since then. I have changed so much since then. The last time I was doing this, I had a beard, and now I'm a woman. So things have been very different. And of course, transgender icon video game, one of the great trans games, up there with Elden Ring and New Vegas. I really want to play this soon, ASAP. I'm not even going to put it back in the pile. You know what? I'm putting it aside separately because I'm gonna plug it in.
I mean, I was like in tears playing it this year. I just felt so moved by it.
Yeah.
Which is, I know, and the story is it's surface level, but it's very personal as well. And I think it really will ring home for a lot of people. And it just felt good in that moment when I was playing through that. There's a certain portion in the game that really hit me.
Yeah.
And it really, like, that part, it just felt very, and the way that they conveyed the story through the gameplay in that section too it's something special. It really, like, I'm getting emotional just thinking. It was fantastic. I was it's a game. Dylan, play it, because
I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna start it tonight even.
And let it, just let it do its thing. Let it do its thing to you. It's gonna, it's just great. It's fantastic.
I'll let it happen. I'll start it up tonight.
Do it. And you know what? The gameplay also, we've talked a lot about the story here and the, the how incredible that is, but the gameplay is also.
Oh yeah,
it's
stellar.
Probably it's the best Twitch platformer.
Yeah, without hands down. Yeah.
Yeah. Fantastic. Yep. Everyone should play it.
I definitely agree.
Rachel got her students hooked on it because it's just so good. Everyone loves Celeste.
Yeah.
And it goes on sale for like $5.
Yeah,
on the eShop,
it goes
all
dirt
the time.
cheap. Yeah.
All the time. If you haven't played Celeste yet and you're somehow watching this video, go play Celeste.
Yeah. There's no reason to not have played it ever.
Yeah.
All right. I guess it's my turn.
It is.
Technically, that was your pull. All right. Here we go. Collection of Mana.
Oh, hey.
Collection of Mana. This is a great one to have. Just.
Inside bar. Oh,
look on in there. Look on in there. Oh, get that warranty shit out of there. Oh my God. Just enjoy that back art there.
That is.
Wow.
That's awesome.
That is beautiful and gorgeous. Amazing. I went through a Secret of Mana kind of phase right when this was coming out. For some reason, I'm not really sure why I was so hyped about Secret of Mana. I mean, it's a great game. But then this came out. I think because the Secret of Mana remake was coming out, and I was pretty excited about that.
Wasn't that bad?
It was fine. It had like mobile game visuals, which wasn't cool.
Was it also like a weird exclusive with GameStop? Was that a thing?
Was it? I think you're right. I think it was actually.
Yeah.
Not for very long because we got it in.
Yeah. Well, PMP always gets everything in. So.
Yeah. But I mean, I actually played a huge chunk of the Final Fantasy Adventure that's on there. I played a lot of that actually, and I didn't think it was too bad. It was pretty good. Action. Yeah, it was pretty good.
A lot of those Square Game Boy RPGs hold up.
Yeah, I didn't end up playing a lot of Secret of Mana. Funny enough, despite being in that mode. But
Are you excited for Visions of Mana?
I am. I saw that. I saw that trailer come up, and I was hyped. I was like, yo! I was screaming. I was yelling. I was hooting and hollering. It was
Very
I was
exciting.
excited. Yeah, I'm excited
Yep.
to pick that up
Me too.
for sure. Again, it looks
Definitely.
a little mobile gamey, but
I don't know why they go for that. I
it's
saw people
Square.
online being like,
Square's
"That's
weird.
what." Yeah, they are. They don't know what the hell they're doing.
No,
Just like make every game HD 2D. I
Yeah.
think that's the way to go.
and it would be.
I'm not
perfect.
sick of that
it
art
would
style at all.
suffice. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of HD 2D, Pokemon Black and White remakes. Let's see those HD 2D Nintendo.
Bring it on.
Let's see
Come
that.
on.
None
Just
of this
or like
fucking
just
shitty
anything
remake
that
stuff.
not chibi.
Yeah,
No more
don't do what
chibi.
you did with Diamond and Pearl. Just
What
a
a
quick little
disaster.
PSA to Nintendo. Because they're
What
going to be
a
watching
nightmare.
this video. Miyamoto's going to watch this.
Yeah, I also own the collection of Mana. I got it when I worked at EB Games, which is now GameStop in Canada. And I got it because it was on sale for like $10. And
Oh, wow.
So I haven't actually played any of the Mana games before. And I like JRPGs a lot,
Yeah.
but I've never played the Mana games.
Well, like, the Mana games, even Adventure of Mana, they're different from JRPGs because they're action RPGs,
They're,
right?
yeah,
So-
right. They're like real time.
Yeah, but you can, like, pause in the middle of battle to, like, readjust shit or something. But they're action RPGs, so they're a little different.
I've never played them.
But they got that like Super Nintendo, charm. So I mean, I haven't even touched Trials of Mana. I don't know shit about it.
Gorgeous. I mean,
Yeah.
just from the pictures on the back,
Yeah,
16-bit
Fantastic.
Square was they were at their peak.
it's nice. It's nice to see Square re-release games without fucking with the graphics. They didn't put in weird text. They didn't put in fucking weird new sprites that don't match the backgrounds. They didn't touch them. It's just the emulation of the games, and it's perfect. And that's what it should be.
Yeah, we want less effort, Square.
Yeah,
No
less
more
fucking effort. Yeah,
I don't want it.
The fucking Dragon Quest collection looks like dog shit. I don't know why they did that. Or,
Yeah, well,
or the
those are the
Final
mobile
Fantasy
ports.
collection. Yeah, the Final
Hey,
Fantasy
that one looks
collection.
okay. That one looks okay.
But it still does the same thing where they like replace sprites and backgrounds and text. It's not
Sorry,
good.
there's a cat losing her mind back here.
Oh no.
Yeah, I and maybe I'm defending the Final Fantasy Pixel remaster because maybe I own it, maybe I don't. But
Whoa!
uh,
I want it.
um,
I mean, I want it. There's no doubt about it. It's expensive.
listen, Final Fantasy VI is one of the best games ever made. But
Yeah.
other than that, I haven't played many of the OG Final Fantasies.
Yeah.
Maybe I will. Maybe I will now. But yeah, Collection of Mana. It's a sick one to own. I also think that this one is probably going to hold its value
I think
quite
so.
well.
Yeah.
Not that I'm ever going to sell it, but just something like I think that this is
It's
a game
nice
that
to
I
know.
got for $10 that's going to be like,
Yeah.
$50 in 10 years still.
Yeah. If not more.
Yeah, exactly. So it's cool to have a collection of classic RPGs.
Definitely.
Let's see what we got. Oh, this is a good one right here. Scott the Waz would be very happy with man, the lighting. I'm so sorry. We got Clubhouse Games, 51 Worldwide Classics. This one we picked up because Rachel and I are both on the quest to own every Nintendo developed and published Switch game
Of course.
at some point. And also, it's a nice one to own. You never know when you're going to want to play Chinese checkers or war or chess.
Yeah, of course. You just give me 1 second. Hold
Yep.
on. Sorry.
No
One
worries.
moment, please.
Yeah, do your thing. I'll keep talking about Clubhouse Games. I love the inside box art. I think that I know the lighting makes it kind of hard to see here, but the inside box art of this game is probably some of my favorite. Just adorable. I think that some of the game selections for this game were a little strange. Bowling, for instance, is one where I'm like, what clubhouse are you playing bowling in? When I picture a clubhouse, I picture a tree house, and I just don't see why bowling is one of the games in here, especially since I'm sure that Nintendo knew they had Switch Sports coming out shortly after Clubhouse Games, or I guess it may be a couple of years, but definitely a little strange. Yeah.
Sorry about that. I've returned. Apparently,
No
our cat
worries.
was in the hallway for the last hour. But yeah, apparently
Which one?
Mac got into the hallway.
Nice.
Yeah.
Just chilling? Just
Yeah,
chilling
just
out there?
vibing. Just vibing.
Love that. I
Yeah.
love that for him.
Yeah. I'm sure you're saying great things about board games and chess and checkers.
Oh, I love Chinese checkers.
Yeah.
Listen, there's some good games on here. There's the one where you put the circles on either end and then it flips
Of course.
them. You know what I'm talking about? I don't know the name of it. It's a good game.
That does that.
That's a fun game.
Yeah, I don't have that one.
Yeah. I like Clubhouse
you know
games.
what? That is, I have that on the 3DS. That is
Yeah.
one. Or no,
They did
not the 3DS. Sorry, I have the DS.
Was it the Wii?
The DS.
It was the DS.
Originally a
right.
DS release. I do have that.
I think that they could have done more with it, to be honest. They could have done a better
Yeah?
game selection.
Really?
I don't know why they have like fucking War. Like the card game War,
Yeah.
where you just draw a card. Is it higher than the other person? Yes, then you win. Like,
Yeah.
who cares? You know.
That's the way to go. War every time. They just
If
need
I
to
was,
get
like,
those
6,
numbers
I
up.
would've
They
loved
need to
that.
get those numbers up for the
Yeah,
value.
exactly. What kind of
10 games
can
in
we
one
put in?
doesn't get you excited.
Yeah, fucking War, bowling as well. Like, why? Get it out of there.
Yeah, why do you need fucking bowling?
Fucking bowling?
like that?
Like-
Get Nintendo Switch Sports. If you want to do
That's
some
right.
bowling.
That's right. That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's that. I don't have anything
Clubhouse.
else to say about Clubhouse games.
I have
It's not-
I have just about nothing to say about Clubhouse games. If I want to play checkers, I want to play chess. I'm gonna download an app. I'm
That's
gonna go on
right.
Steam. I'm gonna search up sex chess. Always on sale, sex chess. And
Hold
I'm
on
gonna
though,
play
but Dylan, did you
sex
see
chess.
the inside box art?
No,
Did you
let's see this.
Yeah.
Let's see this.
If you see, in my chat, Rachel said my uncle has like 1,000 hours in Clubhouse games. This is true. There is a market for Clubhouse games.
That's looking nice. That's looking
That's
nice.
an awesome inside box art.
That's
so I
looking
really love
nice.
that. And it's a quality release. There's a lot of like, it's very Nintendo. It
Yeah.
feels very Nintendo. It's
Which is
very
great.
high quality. And they didn't need to put as much effort in as they did, but they did.
Yeah.
And it's awesome.
Well, I'm glad they did that. I'm also glad that Darkest Dungeon came out.
This
On
is
that
bullshit, by the way, because this is what my version looks
Oh,
like.
that's hideous. Mine's better.
The lighting's so bad. I could probably fix it. Bullshit. I mean, it's got cool inside box art, Darkest Dungeon.
This is the most visible this has ever been that I've ever seen it be. It's so visible. The black
really
on
nice.
gray is so hard to read.
Let me see the back.
usually.
What does the back look like?
Let me get a good angle here.
Come
Here we
on.
go.
Show me
What
the
does
inside.
that-
Show me
what
the
does
inside.
that
I want to
say?
see that inside.
Here we go. Let me take out my slip.
Don't tell me it's got a manual.
No, it's just got a slip. It's like
That's nice.
what is this? It just says what's in it. It's just a slip.
That's pretty
But
sick,
that's what
though.
the inside's looking like.
Did you get this pre-owned or did you get this?
No, I bought
new?
this brand new. I
I didn't know it existed.
Yeah, collector's edition.
Really nice.
It's got all that DLC. I don't know what makes it special because don't you said all the Darkest Dungeon always has all the DLC.
Does
on
it
card
say
on
what
the
it
Switch.
includes there? Unless
Yeah,
they put
let
out
me
like
read
a
it, let me
version.
read it.
Okay,
Let's
tell me
see.
what it has.
This edition includes Darkest Dungeon, the Shield Breaker, the Color of Madness, the Musketeer, and the Crimson Court.
Okay, so that is a later release than this one because the Color of Madness wasn't out when I bought this. That was one of the later DLCs.
It does say
So
there's more on here. Let me read this paragraph. It says, this Darkest Dungeon Collector's Edition cartridge is the same as the Darkest Dungeon Ancestral Edition version, but with all downloadable DLC unlocked. This product entitles
on
you.
cart?
I guess so. This product entitles you to the original game, the Crimson Court, the Shield Breaker, the Musketeer, and the Color of Madness. And then in asterisks it says an internet connection is required to download the DLC content. So
Okay,
not on cart.
Not on cart.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have anything to say about Darkest Dungeon?
I love the concept. I like everything about Darkest Dungeon, what's happening in it. I've never gotten too into it. I've never gotten as into it as I would like. I think it's one of those games that I feel like I need to sit down and like play.
It is, yeah.
And kind of learn it and figure shit out. So I don't have too much to say about it other than the fact that I like what's going on with it and I want to be going on with it. You know what I mean?
But go on with
Yeah.
Darkest Dungeon. It is worth your time.
I
It is
want to.
one of, I think, let me check on Steam quickly.
I will say I don't know if I want to be playing it on Switch. I think I want to be playing it on Steam.
Am I blind? Oh, it's my roguelike thing up here. Okay, so 74.1 hours on Darkest Dungeon, which is enough to have
That's a good
one
amount.
complete playthrough and then like multiple others that are like halfway through.
Yeah. That's a
Um,
good amount.
I love Darkest Dungeon. I think the Darkest Dungeon is so fantastic. You know, as much as you'd rather play it on PC, do you own it on PC?
I do, I think.
Then play it on PC. But if you're someone who's interested in Darkest Dungeon and you don't own it on PC or you don't have a PC to play it on, the Switch version, I still have like a solid 15 hours in it.
Oh, wow.
It's competent. It'll get the job done. It's not the most enjoyable way to play,
Yeah.
but it does get the job done. Especially
I
because
do
you can
have
use
it on Steam.
touch controls in handheld, which
That's
is
right.
really nice. Yeah.
I could see that being good to
Yeah.
have for sure.
It makes it a lot more enjoyable than because you navigate a lot of
Yeah.
moving a little cursor around kind
Yeah.
of thing. But yeah,
I mean,
Darkest Dungeon is so fantastic. It's really good.
I gotta say, I really like how the combat works with like spacing.
Mhm.
It's like, oh,
So
you can
good.
this attack hits the guy in the back, or this
Yeah.
attack hits the guy that's closest to you. So you want to use this one first. There's a lot of like strategy that goes
It's
into how
so
you want to
good.
play. I really appreciate that.
Yeah.
And I don't think I appreciated that for a long time, but I appreciate it now. Because I played it fairly recently. I started up a new run pretty recently, I'd say in the last few months. And I got enough into it where I was like, okay, I'm having a good time. So
It holds a very special place in my heart. I think it's one of the closest experiences to XCOM that I've gotten that isn't
Okay.
XCOM.
Yeah.
Like it's extremely strategic and
Yeah.
it's fantastic and the stakes are very high. Every single time you enter a level in Darkest Dungeon, you know what the stakes are.
yeah,
And if you don't go into that level prepared, I really love before you go into a level in Darkest Dungeon, you have to go to the provisioners and you have to, buy what you're going to need on the run.
yeah,
And if you don't buy enough, and if you don't buy enough of the certain things that you might need, a shovel, for instance, maybe you think to yourself, I don't need a shovel on this level. Shovel's expensive. Maybe you don't have the money for it. You've had a couple botched runs.
yeah,
You don't bring a shovel, that could lead to your team's demise.
Yeah.
Like the stakes are high. You need to go into every level prepared, and I just think it's
I love that.
just perfect. It's
Yeah.
literally, I think it's a perfect video game, and the second one is not
I hear
even remotely as good.
I hear that. That's disappointing.
It is disappointing. It's good in its own way, but
Yeah.
it doesn't hold a candle to the first game.
It
The first
plays
game's a 10 out of
completely
10, the
differently.
second one's like a 7.
It's like a completely different experience, right?
Combat's the same, but it's
Yeah,
instead of
okay.
it being a campaign that you're doing essentially,
Yeah.
it's like individual like 4-hour runs.
Right.
And 4 hours is an awkward time for a roguelike because it's like it's
Yeah,
hard to
it's
sit
weird.
down and you don't want to sit down and play 4 hours straight.
Yeah.
But then also you don't want to leave a campaign like an hour and a half in.
You're gonna
knowing-
forget what you're doing.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
just kind of awkward. It's not the first game. It's
Yeah.
not the first game. Play the first game.
I'm going to a lot.
Yeah.
Hopefully in the future, I would like to.
I really recommend it. It's super fun.
Yeah, I would like to
Yeah.
do that. All right.
Great game. Okay. Next one here for me. All right, we got Cuphead.
Okay.
We got Cuphead. This is
Yes.
the with the DLC as well.
Yeah.
With the delicious last course.
course.
It has some fantastic interior stuff here.
Yeah. Let's see.
little-
This comes with a
little
lot of cool
comic
stuff, right?
cards.
Yeah.
it comes with a little bit of stuff. It comes with like some comic cards. I'm not gonna take it off right now because I'm.
This is
struggling
on my
with it.
Christmas list for this year. I asked
Comes
Mom
with a
and Dad for
membership
this.
card.
Right
I
on.
love it. It's fantastic.
Very nice.
This was a Christmas gift last year from Rachel, actually,
Oh, wow.
for me.
Yeah.
Cuphead is one of the first games I ever 100%ed.
Wow.
I did it on my Xbox One.
You're
I
wearing
remember the
Cuphead
day
shirt?
that Cuphead. I'm wearing a Cuphead shirt.
There you go.
I love Cuphead. I have multiple Cuphead shirts.
I know you do. I've seen them all.
I do. I love. Oh, my camera's gone blurry.
Why are you blurry? You got to get that. You got to get that hand in there. There you go.
There we go.
There you go.
I think like so. I remember the day Cuphead came out, and I was sitting there in my. At the time, I was unemployed. It was like right after summer. I worked a lifeguarding job in the summer, and then after summer, I was looking for work. It was right before I worked at P&P, I guess. I think Cuphead came out 2017.
Yeah.
So I guess a little before. But I was sitting there, and I was debating if I should pick up Cuphead or not. And then Northern Lion, my favorite Twitch streamer / YouTuber, put out a Cuphead video. I watched it. I went, I absolutely need this game. I bought it. I basically didn't sleep until I 100%ed it. I fucking love Cuphead. I think it's so good.
I have never in my life played Cuphead. I've been waiting for a Switch physical. I have been waiting for a physical Switch copy of Cuphead to play it. I have never played it. And I want to. I mean, the art style is just for me. It's just for me. It looks great on Switch. It's right at home on Switch. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't have a lot to say about it because I haven't played it yet. But I respect its merits. You know, I understand the hype, and I want to get in on it.
You absolutely be patient with it. Mm-hmm. The game is like, it can feel unfair at times, but it's not. It's just, it's putting you through the ringer. It'll put you through the ringer, but it's so good. It's so memorable. It's really just a special game. It's I love Cuphead. I really, really think that would be one of the other indie games that maybe you would put on that the pedigree of Celeste, Hollow Knight. I would put it up there. It's that.
I think it deserves to be up there. I know its merits.
Yeah,
it deserves to be up there for sure.
Fuck yeah, love it.
I have two to pull here. You know what? I'm gonna pull out. No, yeah, I'll pull out all four. I'm pulling out four here. We got Darksiders War Mastered Edition. We got Darksiders War Mastered Edition. Black Spine. There it is. That's the misprint. This is the one. Cool. This is the black sheep of the collection that I was talking about with the spine. Literally. Misprint still sealed.
I can't believe the Switch logo in the top left as well. Like not in red. So sick looking. It looks
not
awesome.
even like the overlay is black or anything. It's not like they missed the color. It's just that the red was not added. Like the red Photoshop layer is not there.
So good.
Yeah.
It looks so good.
And I thought it was intentional because this is the game that would have that intentional.
I saw it at a GameStop with the misprint, and I didn't buy it, thinking, "Oh, I'll be able to buy it another time."
It's a $30 game. It was a $30 game with that misprint.
What's the misprint going for now?
Like around $100. It fluctuates though. It can go pretty cheap. It could go pretty expensive. It depends on if it's sealed or not. I think sealed they sell for around $100. On top of that, I'm just gonna throw in Darksiders 2. Definitive Edition. I thought I had Darksiders 3 on Switch. I don't. It exists. I don't have it. And of course, Darksiders Genesis.
Oh, what the hell is that?
This is the Diablo clone.
I never played that one.
It's ass. I have played this a little bit. It's ass. It's really bad. I haven't played any of 2.
Exclusive.
Was it?
A Stadia exclusive. Oh yeah,
that's so good.
100%. That was a Stadia exclusive. And then Stadia died, and I think they put the game elsewhere before that. But yeah.
Yeah, because I've had this for a while.
Yeah.
I don't like the Darksiders.
I like Darksiders.
I'm not a fan of the gameplay. It's more hack and slash. I don't do hack and slash without purpose. There's no purpose. I don't care. I have 2 copies of this because I got the Black Spine sealed. And I didn't want to have a sealed game in my collection that I couldn't play. And it was a $30 game. I got this one used. I paid $14 for it. So I bought this so I could play it. And I wish I didn't because I didn't enjoy playing it.
The second one's better. The second one is really good. The first one, I grew up with it, so I have some nostalgia for it. But they're like good hack and slash games that are also Zelda games, which
Yeah.
is a fun combination. I really, really like
Maybe I got to
Darksiders.
give them another chance. Not Genesis,
Just play the
though.
second one. Just the second one.
Okay,
Just
just the second one.
The first
Okay.
one's probably not aged very well, to be honest.
I thought I had 3 in my collection, and now knowing that I don't own Darksiders 3 on Switch makes me want to buy it. I just like when there's a full... Well, I like when the whole franchise is on the Switch. That makes me want to buy all of them.
Yeah. I feel that.
Yeah.
I don't have any intention to buy the other ones. I only care about the second one. The second one's really good. And the rest are... The first ones I have nostalgia for, and I own it on the 360. And then the third one I hear is like a Dark Souls game.
Oh, interesting.
So it doesn't even follow the pattern of the other ones. I don't know.
Well, again, Genesis, it's a Diablo clone, so... this is one of the games in my collection that I intend to sell, that I purchased with the intention of selling. I don't know if I'm going to sell it anytime soon, because right now it's going for $100, and it's just kind of a matter of what's the market going to do? Are people not going to want this, or are people going to want it more? Because it's scarcity situation. So it's just it's a question of what's going to be my return of investment here. But who knows? I might just keep it forever because it's really cool, frankly.
It is cool looking. It looks very sick.
It belongs. It's a good fit. Darkest Dungeon should have had that.
Oh man,
that would have been such a good misprint.
Cool.
Yeah,
that would have been a good misprint.
Games should be doing that on purpose.
What? Oh, I bought this one because it was on sale. And not like it's a bad game or anything. It's just it's Crash Bandicoot 4.
Sure.
It's about time. It was on sale, and it was an impulse buy. But the Crash Bandicoot, to be honest with you, I've only played like some weird GBA Crash games that weren't
classic.
And then I played Crash Tag Team Racing.
Sure.
And those are that's like the extent of my experience with Crash. I haven't played Crash Bandicoot 4 yet. But I hear that the Switch port's really fantastic.
Yeah, I think that all the ports are really good.
Huh? Yeah, no, I think the game is supposed to be great, and I'm happy to own it, but I don't know when I'll get around to it.
Yeah, I don't like Crash Bandicoot. I don't like his design. I don't like the levels. I don't like the theming of like the I don't even know what to say, the world. I don't like anything about it. I don't like anything about it. I don't want anything to do with it. I don't like the Wumpas fruits. I don't like the crates. I don't like the barrels.
He goes,
I don't like when he goes. I don't want any part of it. I don't want to have anything to do with it, unless I do want to own the games though, because the whole franchise is on the Switch. So I want the Insane Trilogy. The whole franchise is on the Switch, so I want the games.
I don't have that. I would like to get that though.
It's
because they're all on cart too.
It's cheap. Yeah,
they're all
it's
on cart.
Cheap. It's a cheapie.
We should, by the way, pick an end time. I feel like because we are not getting through this whole collection.
No.
There's no shot. I say we go for another 20 to 30 minutes.
I think 30 minutes sounds good. Yeah.
30 minutes, okay.
I think another 30 minutes.
No, not at all, Rich. So we'll go till like 7:20 then.
Sure, that sounds good.
Right on. I like this.
Cool.
And then we can pick it up another time. We'll put a bookmark in it.
Yeah. You betcha.
And hopefully I'll have it actually alphabetical. But yeah. Crash 4.
Very nice. We love to see.
What's next? Next?
Wow, you're gonna like to see this. You're gonna love to see this.
I want to see it.
We got freaking Dead Cells, baby.
Hey.
We got the original release of the Dead Cells.
That I got that. She's kneading on that blanket. I love her.
We got some crazy artwork in there.
Awesome. I have Dead Cells here somewhere too. I don't know where it is right now though.
Art book.
I also have the original release.
Very nice. We bought ours at like the same time, I think, right?
Yeah, probably.
Do you remember that one copy that came in that was destroyed?
That was Moonlighter.
Was that Moonlighter?
That was Moonlighter.
I thought that was Dead Cells.
Julian tried to steal it from me. I said, "Fuck you, Julian. I'm buying that shit right now."
That's too good.
Yeah. I mean, what's Dead Cells?
There's a storied history here. I've loved Dead Cells from the start. I've always been a big I scream on the rooftops about Dead Cells for a long time. I loved it. And Coleman always says, "Oh, it's all right. B tier, B tier." And listen,
I'll explain my reasoning.
I mean, I will give you some, I'll give you a couple legs up there. I mean, it's got a lot more content now than it did when it came out. A ton more content and a lot of very good content. A lot of that content's very good. So I mean, God, it's so good. Gordon Freeman Easter egg, Hotline Miami situations, so
Hollow
many
Knight.
unlockables. Hollow Knight. The amount of like indie rep that's in the game is insane. I mean, don't even get me started on the Castlevania situation. That's just unreal. I haven't played a lot of it recently though. Since Castlevania came out, I played a good chunk, but that was about it. But I think you got some words to say.
An absolute shit ton of Dead Cells over the last like 6 to 8 months. I would say I've played like a fuck ton of Dead Cells.
Sure.
Dead Cells, I did truly believe it was a B tier roguelike for a long time, because when I first played it, like right after it had come out, I think it was an early access game for a little while, and then I played it right when it first launched. NL was playing it, so I picked it up because I thought it looked awesome, and I played it, and I really enjoyed it. But every single run ended up feeling exactly the same, and that was a massive issue with the game at launch. Every run, the best strategy was just to go as fast as you possibly could, get the fast door, get the free stuff from the fast door, and just play that way.
Yeah.
It was a huge balancing issue that they completely fixed. They've rectified it. They've added in so much to the game. It's a completely different game from what it was at launch. It is now absolutely an S tier roguelike, roguelike that everybody should play. It is the best 2D combat you'll ever experience.
Yeah.
I don't think a game has better combat than Dead Cells. The way that they handle difficulty in Dead Cells is maybe one of my favorite ways of handling difficulty. The way that the boss cells work, when you get your first win and the boss cell goes in, and then basically, the whole pool of enemies changes.
Yeah.
And then you get your second win and you put the second boss cell in, and then the game's impossible, and you can never get another win again. I've never gotten a win on the 2BC because the game's fucking hard as shit. But it's fantastic.
Yeah.
It's really like, I think that Motion Twin, the developers, have outdone themselves. And I am just chomping at the bit to buy the Return to Castlevania physical.
Yeah.
Because I want the OG, and then I also want like the complete edition on cartridge. And I love the look of the physical.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
it's nice.
Dead Cells.
I've never completed a run of Dead Cells, believe it or not. I've never beaten it. I've never gone all the way. I beat the first. I came close. I think
the final boss is a real, like, he's tough.
I believe it.
You've probably made it to him and just
maybe
he's really fucking hard.
Usually when I go in on a run, I'm like I have an objective, to like unlock something. I'm trying to unlock a new like skin or whatever. New items. Like I'm going for the indie rep stuff. Like that's what I'm going for in the run. I'm not always very concerned with finishing the run necessarily.
It's awesome.
It's awesome. I mean, it doesn't have a lot of writing or humor. Well, it doesn't have a lot of writing, but the humor that's in the writing there is really good. Yeah,
it's pretty good.
The writing that's there is good.
I agree, and it can be pretty morbid at times, and I like that.
Mm-hmm.
I love Dead Cells, I really do. I've really come around to thinking that it's a game that is very special, and the fact that they still put out free content updates.
Insane. It's
like
still coming.
Big updates. Like they're adding like weapons all the time.
Yeah.
I love it.
It's
I
fantastic.
really do. Yep. And just to also gush about this for a moment, I believe it was in the Return to Castlevania update, but it could have been before that when they added in incentivized biomes, where they incentivize you to take different routes by giving you more currency and cells on those.
I can't recall.
What a great way to handle things.
Yeah.
What a great way. Like it's just fantastic.
Yeah. I don't remember if that was pre Castlevania or not.
It might have been in one of the
It could have
the
been, yeah.
Bad Seed or whatever, or the Call of the Queen.
I feel like I remember it being, but also I don't. So
It's a great balancing change that really
yeah.
makes you rework. You know, you're gonna change the way you play because of it,
Yeah.
depending on where the incentive is. So
Definitely.
I love it. Really love it.
All right.
Well, this is an interesting one. Because this is the other pawn shop game that I bought when I bought Super Bomberman R.
Okay.
Commandos 2
Okay.
HD Remaster.
Sure.
I own all the Commandos games on Steam. They were one of the first games I bought
All right.
when I got my PC in like grade 8, I think.
Okay.
And I played Commandos 1, and it's really fucking hard. And then I played Commandos 2, and it was really fucking hard. And then I played Commandos 3, and it also was really hard. And I never went back to them because I was in grade 8. But when I saw Commandos 2 on Switch for like $15, I said, let's freaking do it. So I've never played it. I can't imagine the port plays very well, control wise, but I'm glad to have it. It's just kind of a throwaway, honestly, in the collection, but I like it.
Yeah, it's just
I think
it's
cool.
These are titles I've never heard of.
They're like they're kind of like real time stealth strategy kind of. You're like behind enemy lines with like a platoon of soldiers, and it's fun. It's right up my alley.
I might actually is it like a top down?
Yep.
Yeah.
Like
strategy, real time strategy. I might have a Commandos game. I might have Commandos 4. No, I don't. I am thinking of Company of Heroes, I think.
Oh, that's real time. This is different from that because that's like a full on war. This is like you got like 6 soldiers and you're kind of working your way through missions. It's good. It's fun. I don't know if I'd necessarily recommend it nowadays, to be honest, for a lot of people. But if you're looking for, there's better choices for sure.
Yeah,
but
sure.
You really want a World War II game and you want it to be stealthy, then why not? Don't get it on Switch though. No. That's probably not the way.
Play it on PC.
Anyway,
that's
that one.
It's an interesting one to have. What do I have here? Oh, okay. I thought I had more physicals from this franchise, but I don't apparently, which is unfortunate. Next up, I have Doom 64.
I don't have that. I want that.
It's
Where
a
did
nice
you get that?
LRG. I got it at PNP.
That's fantastic.
There we
want
go.
That.
I got the manual. Boom. I don't know. Let's see if there's anything.
Hell yeah!
Looks some guys in there.
That's some. There you got some dudes for sure.
Oh, there's a Slayer.
Oh, there is a
There's a Slayer.
Guy.
Yeah.
Come on, I love that. I didn't even know that existed. To be honest, I didn't know it got a physical.
This came out with a collector's edition that came with Doom Guy's helmet. I think it was this. It might have been. It may have been the Slayer's collection that came. I can't remember if it was Slayer's collection or Doom 64 that came with the helmet, but there was a collector's edition LRG of one of the 2 Doom games that came with Doom Slayer's helmet. It might have been the collection. But I thought I had Slayer's collection, and I don't, unfortunately. But
that one's not. It was probably 64. That one's not LRG. I see that one everywhere. The Slayer's collection.
I think the Slayer's collection is still LRG. It's just one of those. It's just one of those.
Really? It's just everywhere.
I think it might. I think so.
You might be right. I honestly have no idea. Let's see. No, it's just Bethesda.
Oh, okay, yeah. Well, that's good to know, because that is... I mean, I own them all. I own all the Doom games digitally on Switch. I actually really loved playing classic Doom on Switch. They play really great on Switch. I remember back in the day, I got myself a little bike to ride in my house to do a bit of exercise.
Bike.
Yeah. I did some riding on there. I played all the classic Doom games while I was riding my bike on there. I mean, classic Doom's classic Doom. It doesn't get it's hard to beat. It's fantastic.
It's fun stuff.
Retro boomer shooters, nothing beats them. They're the best.
I agree.
I love them. I want as many as I can get.
Doom 64 in particular is extremely good. I don't think it's as good as Doom 2. I really like Doom 2.
Sure, yeah.
But Doom 64, it slaps. I played through it on the PS4 actually when it came out.
I think the visuals for Doom 64 are my favorite of the franchise.
It does look
of like
good.
The classic franchise. I mean, that's where you get like all the other games like that have that kind of visual. If they're not like old like mods or whatever, Doom 1 mods. Great game. I
agree.
I came pretty close to finishing it. I think this is the one that has the horrible like balancing platforming level. Closer to the middle
Platforming in
end.
classic Dooms,
Yeah.
that sounds awful.
I think I got up to that point and I stopped playing. But I mean, I just love classic Doom. I would love to love modern Doom as well. I just haven't gotten into the games. I want to. I mean, the soundtrack, Mick Gordon was number 5 on my Spotify Wrapped because I listened to the soundtrack
cool.
so
That's
much.
badass.
Yeah. So, yeah, phenomenal, amazing. I love owning
I
it.
agree. That's a sick one to have.
Yeah.
I'm jealous of that one. I'm very jealous.
It's a great one.
I also love Doom. I don't know if we're gonna get to them tonight. Maybe I'll just jump to them right now.
Sure.
Because I really like this one. I waited a long time for it. Hold on. There's that one. So I have Doom, like the 2016 Doom on the Switch.
I wish I had that.
Yeah, it's cool. I bought it from Tom for really cheap. So
Yeah.
thank you, Tom.
Bless up, Tom. Stop
Doom
playing Hogwarts
2016 is
Legacy.
awesome. It kicks major ass.
Yep.
I wouldn't say that the
respect it.
Switch port is the way you want to play it, but it is a great port. It works very well. But this is one that I'm really happy to have, and that's Doom Eternal.
Oh.
With the steelbook, the steelbook. It's got the steelbook.
Very nice. Very nice.
This is such a cool one. I think
That's
that this is
awesome.
so cool. It was the physical that was like never supposed to happen.
Yeah.
There you go. There's your.
They
your
canceled it right before release.
They
right?
canceled it, yeah, and then made it a digital only.
Yeah.
And then LRG came in and said we're gonna put out the physical still.
Yeah. Is it
and
all
so
on cart?
It is. It's all on cart. Yeah,
Wow.
I know. It's impressive. It's and you know what? The port again. It's not the way you'd want to play Doom Eternal.
No.
But I've played through the game on Switch, start to finish, and I think it's okay. I played through it at Sleep Country on my lunch breaks.
Classic.
I'd play Doom Eternal, right when I got my Satisfy grip, and it's fine. It's a okay way to play the game. Play it on PC if you can.
Yes.
Or PlayStation or Xbox, but
Just not on Switch. Anywhere but Switch.
Not on Switch. Anywhere but Switch, really. But yeah, I really, for me, Doom Eternal is probably the best first-person shooter ever made. I love it. I can't get enough of it.
I want to get
and
into
Doom
it.
2016 is good too.
I want to get into modern Doom. I don't know what it is about them. I click on, I load it up, I play a little bit, I have a great time, and then I go, okay, I'll pick this up later, and then I just don't ever.
That's fair.
And I don't know why, because I have a great time the whole time I'm playing it. I think, I don't know, there's just nothing, the story doesn't compel me enough maybe to want to keep playing.
Yeah.
I don't know. But I mean, great gameplay. I played a bit of Doom Eternal, which I really enjoyed.
Mm-hmm.
I really liked the arena mode in Doom Eternal. I think that's a lot of fun.
Yeah. Like the Horde mode?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Not on Switch
it's
though.
awesome.
Again, I played that on PC.
Yeah.
But I mean, the whole franchise is here on the Switch. So that means I want it. You can get Doom 3 BFG edition on the Switch.
I have the PC physical.
You have the PC physical?
I have the PC
God.
physical of that game from when I was in grade 8. That's when it would have come out.
PC ROM.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, classic.
Good stuff. I love Doom. I'm a huge Doom fan.
I love Doom too. I think just in the last couple of years I started like really appreciating Doom, and like Doom Guy is like a character.
He's awesome.
Yeah, it's just fucking badass. I love it.
Yeah.
I don't know what it was. It was just like a switch flipped, and it was like, okay, I'm into this. I like this.
They're like the epitome of what a first person shooter should.
Yeah.
Or like, I don't know, maybe what it should be. Like it's just pure fun and it's just a good time.
And they always have been.
Badass.
Always have been since the fucking the first game. It's always been the example.
Doom 3 is a weird one. I will say that
Doom 3 is not the example.
No, it's still a good game. It's okay.
I haven't played it. That's the one. That's the only one I have never played in my life.
It goes more the survival horror route.
Yeah, not for me.
Until a little later when you get a little more powerful, but it's okay. It's worth playing, but yeah.
I'll get it on Switch eventually. Maybe I'll get the Slayer. It's in the Slayers collection, I think. So,
it's probably the download. They're not all on cart.
That would be the download. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. What do I got here? Oh, here's a fun one. Now this one's cool. That's a Dragon Quest 1, 2, and 3.
Cool. That is cool.
Now, not an amazing spine. I don't know if I can get it to kind of. Do I do the makeup thing? There we
I
go.
can see what's happening. It's not great.
It's not great, but it's not an awful, disgusting outlier. That you want to talk awful and disgusting?
No inside box
no
art.
inside
That's
box
a
art.
massive L. That's a massive L.
This is like one of those Asian. Am I not in focus? Why? Hello. This is one of those Asian releases that don't have ESRB.
No ESRB.
No ESRB, but it's all in English. There's no other language on this entire box art. It's all English, no ESRB.
I got one just like that, so I know what you're saying.
I got another one that's super fun that we're absolutely not going to get to today, but it's one of my favorite games in my collection because it's just so strange.
Yeah.
But it's even got one of these cases that's like weird on the side. It's not like it's different from like a North American case where you've got the slot here.
Oh,
like,
cool.
Like the whole thing. I mean, it's got a bit of a dip down in here, but the whole thing is to grab.
I remember that from your previous collection video. I saw that and I was like, that doesn't look right.
Yeah, no, it looks strange, and it is strange.
Yeah.
I haven't played any of these. I booted them up a couple times each, just to kind of look at them. This is one of those Square releases where they fuck with the font and they fuck with the sprites. These are the mobile releases. No one wants to play your fucking mobile releases. Ever.
Whoa. Hold on.
How dare you?
Christian Whitehead?
What the fuck
Sonic?
is that?
Sonic 1, 2, and CD? Mobile, best versions.
Is that real and true?
That's real and true. The best versions of those
Christian
games are
Whitehead.
ones.
All right. No one wants.
He made Sonic Mania.
Okay, hold on. Oh, you know what? Let me revise. Square. No one wants to play your mobile releases.
So true. And also every other company who isn't Sega.
Yeah.
And even Sega for the most part.
Yeah, just those few exceptions.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That's a sick one though.
Cool. It's cool to have. The problem is that like the graphical changes from like the classic versions of the games are so bad that I don't ever see myself wanting to play these versions. I recently I injected ROMs onto my 3DS recently so that I could have virtual consoles of games that never got virtual console releases. And I put all three of these games on there's 1 and 2 and then 3 separately for the Super Nintendo. I injected those into my 3DS so that I could play them. I own them. Fuck you. I own them. So I'm allowed to do that legally.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And every other game on there you also own legally,
yes,
I'm sure.
That's right.
Yeah.
There's see all those shelves? They all are on those shelves.
Yeah.
And I will never probably, if I ever play these games, I will not play them on here.
Ooh, yeah, that does look mobile. That looks mobile.
It's just awful. Just not good.
Yeah, no, that's a really awful story. There's a kitten that's jumping so high. It's very funny.
I love when kittens jump.
Yeah, she just hops.
Yeah.
Why do the sprites look so bad?
I don't know why they did that. I don't know. They look terrible.
Awful.
Yeah.
They really do. They really look horrible.
They look very bad.
Yeah.
So I will, if I ever play these games, it'll probably be on an emulator of some sort and of the original versions and not these. But this is just my license to do that.
You could probably skip over to like 7 or 8 or 9.
Yeah.
10.
I actually
11.
own those ones. I've been actually kind of itching to own 11. Yeah, like 6, 7, and 8 are on 3DS. 4 and 5 I think are on DS.
Yeah. I've never played a Dragon Quest in my life.
Dragon Quest 9 on the DS was one of my favorite games as a kid. The only Dragon Quest game that allows you to fully create your own character. Full customization. It's one of those games where your character model displays the armor you put on. Which you don't see a lot of. Not
JRPGs
back
are
then.
awful for that.
Yeah,
They
especially
still
not
are
back
bad
then.
for that.
Yeah. So, I mean, I was just playing Persona. I'm playing Persona right now.
Mhm.
And I was surprised that I changing like the costumes of my characters actually changed their costume.
Yeah.
So,
It's a plague that plagues the genre. I don't know
truly,
why.
yeah.
Yeah,
But yeah, that Dragon Quest Nine, it had it. You full character creator.
that's cool.
Anytime you changed your armor, it showed overworld in battle. Yeah, it was the battle system was sick. I know this is not about DS games, but if you're gonna play any Dragon Quest game, it should be 9. I think
I think people would argue and say 11 nowadays.
maybe I haven't
I
played
hear
enough
11 is
11.
really good.
I have 11. It's right here. It's my next game in the
What?
stack. Yeah.
I don't have that.
This
I
this
want
one
that.
has where you could swap between the
I
retro.
know how sick is that
cool.
they remade the game in 16-bit.
Yeah, we won't
Or
talk
is it
about that
8-bit?
one today because that's not on my it's not my turn. It's 16-bit, yeah, but that's so sick. That's so sick. This
is
is one
so
of the
cool.
this is another game that I've been really kind of itching to play recently.
It looks. I mean, I want to play it really badly.
Yeah.
I do.
I will
It's just
say,
like, how am I gonna find 100 hours?
yeah, if you're gonna play
Play
it in its like original version with the 3D modern graphics, maybe don't play it on Switch because it looks kind of muddy.
Yeah.
It's not super muddy, but it's muddy enough to where I'd say don't play it on Switch.
Yeah, that's fair.
But if you're gonna play it in the 16-bit mode, who gives a fuck? It doesn't matter where you play it.
So cool.
You can play it anywhere. It's awesome. Yeah, it's a really cool
I
mode.
love the cover of it too for the Switch.
Yeah, here, have a
Come
look
on,
at that.
it's beautiful. That is a beautiful piece of artwork.
Wow,
I really,
yeah.
really like that.
I guess we'll
Yeah.
include this. We've talked about it now.
Yeah. What's the inside look like?
The hero's legs.
Nice.
That's like
awesome.
some Xenoblade
I love
shit.
that. Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It really is.
Yeah, this is
love
one
that.
I want to get to. Sooner than later. Definitely.
Definitely. I want to play that game too. Let's see what we got. These are two fun ones. We got both the Deadly Premonition games here.
Okay.
We got
Yes.
both Deadly Premonition games.
Treasures and treats.
These are some real treasures and treats. As what is this in here?
What is in
So it's
there?
like, it's like a postcard. They got like
Oh, cool.
They got a couple postcards, like
Okay.
really awful
Ew.
postcards
Yeah.
in here.
Terrible.
This is the first one. I have not played. I've watched Northern Lion play all the way through Deadly Premonition Origins,
Yeah.
and it is maybe the best playthrough on YouTube that
Yeah.
you'll ever find. If you want to find a truly hysterical playthrough, that is the one.
Yeah.
I think that this game crosses into the so bad that it's genuinely fantastic
Yes.
category. Not good,
Yeah.
fantastic. It is
Yeah.
so great. I love everything about it. And then I also have the second one, which
Mm-hmm.
and I also played, also a great playthrough, another game that crosses into the it's so bad it's good category.
Yeah.
This game has like some really major performance issues that aren't,
As it should.
but like they're not fun.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
not fun performance issues,
Yeah.
and they shouldn't be there. And they actually patched a lot of them.
Oh, wow.
But like when NL was playing through it, it was like brutal, the frame rate.
Yeah.
But yeah, these games they're a treat.
Yeah.
If you maybe don't, if you don't want to play them, I understand because it can be a lot, but
Yeah.
definitely check them out because
Yeah.
you won't believe what you're seeing most
Yeah.
of the time.
No. I don't have any first-hand experience with the Deadly Premonition games. I purchased the first
You
one
should
on
play it.
Steam for
Play it on stream.
for the sake of streaming years
I
ago.
want to see that.
And I still plan on it. I still want to do it. I'm thinking next October I'll make an event out of it, maybe, if I can.
You should, absolutely,
but,
please.
yeah.
You'll love it.
But many years ago, I watched Seamus of the Creatures fame, SSOHPKC. I watched his playthrough, full playthrough of it. Same thing, absolutely hysterical. You never stop laughing. It's just like completely fucked from head
It's
to toe.
great.
Yeah,
Horrible games.
Yeah.
Like really, but they're so good.
yeah,
They're one of a kind. You won't ever find anything else like it.
No,
And I think
definitely
everybody
not.
should at least check them out because they are special.
I agree fully.
Yeah. And the developer, his name is Swery. He He's a weird one. You definitely look him up
Well,
if you're.
his name
if
is
you're
Sweary,
interested in-
so
His name is Sweary.
that's
He's a weird guy.
That sounds
Weird
like a
Japanese
weird
dude. What do you think? You want to do a couple more here, or
guy.
where are we at?
I think we could do at least one more.
Let's do it.
I have, and I know you have, Dredge.
Yeah.
Dredge,
Got it
the
right
deluxe edition, baby. Getting Dave the Diver content soon,
So
apparently. What do we got? Oh my god, there's so much shit in here that I forgot about. There's all these slips. There's a manual or an art book.
There's a map.
There's a map. It came with stickers too, which I've put all over the place on my computer and whatnot. This is a great game. I really like this game. Something came out shortly after. We were waiting for something to come out, and I needed a game to hold me over the summer, and I don't remember what it was.
Pikmin?
No, because I never picked
No?
up Pikmin. I can't remember what it was, but I was waiting for something else to come out to play, and in the meantime, this is what I was playing. This was the last copy available in the city for an amount of time for the Switch, and I was super happy to secure this. And I haven't finished it. I haven't. I don't want to say I haven't played a lot because I think in terms of the amount of content the game offers, I have played a lot, and really fun. I am a sucker for like fishing, a huge sucker for fishing. I love a good fishing game. The fishing in this game's not very traditional fishing, but it's fishing nonetheless. I love the like Tetris kind of like puzzle to inventory management, your classic Resident Evil style inventory management. I love that shit, getting the upgrades, and then it's spooky all of a sudden. You're out fishing and it's dark, and now you're like hallucinating monsters that are trying to kill you and shit. That's outrageous, and it's so fun. And it's scary, and I think I barely scratched the surface in terms of like the paranormal supernatural aspect of the game. I was too focused on making my ship sick. But yeah, I love it. I love documenting all the fish. That's one of my favorite things, is seeing like your encyclopedia grow with your seeing all the different fish you catch, different kinds of fish you can catch. I love everything about it. I think it's so fun. It's a great game, and everyone should play it, frankly. And it runs really good on the Switch. It's right at home on the Switch.
And it looks beautiful.
It looks
it's
really
a gorgeous
good.
Game.
Yeah.
The water in it looks fantastic. Like, we're talking Wave Racer Blue Storm levels.
Oh,
of
right.
water.
Blue
Come
Storm.
On. We're talking GameCube, baby.
We're talking Mario Sunshine, maybe.
Yeah, we are. I haven't played Dredge yet. Rachel is like literally currently, like, I'm glancing over, I'm looking at her.
Is she playing it right now?
Quest log right now. She's playing it
That's
literally
great.
right now. It looks fantastic.
Yeah.
Rachel, would you say it's fantastic? She thinks it's fantastic.
Rachel
I
thinks it's
really like the
fantastic.
way that different fish have different mini games to catch them.
Yeah.
I think that's really cool.
That's a lot of fun. I completely even forgot about that.
Yeah,
That's a lot of fun.
I like that a lot. I like the dredge minigame
Yeah.
when you actually do the dredge thing where you
Yeah.
shift the thing from different rows. I think the game looks absolutely fantastic, and I'm gonna play it after Rachel's done with it because I think it looks sick.
And you should play it because it is sick. It's really good.
I will, and I'm excited for the Dave the Diver crossover, even though I haven't played Dave the Diver yet.
Yeah. See,
I'm
Dave
excited
the
for the
Diver.
crossover.
I think we could talk about Dave the Diver real quick because it's semi-related. Dave the Diver. I'm torn. I don't know if I want Dave the Diver on Switch. I want Dave the Diver. Let me be clear, but I've seen the performance. It's not. It doesn't have bad performance. Don't get me wrong, but it only runs at 30 FPS, where you get 60 on other consoles, and or I don't think it's out on other consoles right now. You get 60 on PC at the very least.
Right.
And the load times are like atrocious, like
that's Dredge on
25
the Switch
second
too, has
loads.
that issue.
Yeah. I think it could be good on Switch. But it's a real shame seeing that FPS downgrade. That alone makes me not want to get it on Switch. But I think it would be right at home on Switch at the same time. So
Is it getting a physical?
I don't know.
I'll get it if it gets physical.
Yeah, me too. I'll get it on Steam when it's on sale, on a good sale, and then I'll wait for a physical. That's actually a really good idea. I'll probably do that too.
Definitely.
If I waited this long to get Cuphead, I can wait for Dave the Diver.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Hey. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that Dave the Diver looks awesome. Rachel played I don't know, she got completely hooked on the game. She probably played a solid 25 hours of it.
Wow.
Maybe a month or two ago.
Sure.
So I've seen a lot of Dave the Diver right next to me, and I think it looks fantastic.
Yeah.
And there's it's the kind of game where I was watching Rachel play, and then it just kept adding more and more and more and more and more content. Where I was like, whoa! All of a sudden, she's farming. There's a farming aspect.
Yeah,
to the
I
game.
didn't even know that.
I was like, what the hell?
Crazy.
So it's a really content-rich game.
Yeah.
And I think it looks sick. And Dredge also very sick looking.
Very sick. Very sick. For sure.
I don't know if you know what? Maybe we'll do one more after. Maybe we'll pick one more little special treat out of our collection. Each.
Sure, we want to pick a special treat.
I'll quickly show this one. This is not a special treat. This is Cursed. This is the game I was talking about a little earlier. That was a gift from Dylan. It's the game that mines Bitcoin from your Switch.
That's right, Bitcoin miner.
As you can see, it's Peggy. So that means
Cursed.
It has the worst spine of all time.
Yeah.
So this is a really bothersome thing to have.
Yeah.
It's very bothersome. But thank you, Dylan. I can't believe I have the game that is a part of the metaverse.
Technically, that was
off my Switch.
That was a gift for Rachel, I believe.
Yeah, well, Rachel and I,
you share the
our
library.
collections have combined. Our libraries have combined for sure. Like Dredge is also Rachel's. Technically, that's her game.
I purchased that for Rachel because she wanted it.
She loves Cookie
She
Mama.
was wanting the game, and Peggy at the time, the North American version is pretty available now, I think.
It is now,
But at the time,
patched out the mining. Of the
Bitcoin. After they patched out the Bitcoin mine. But at the time, the European versions were the only ones available. The imports.
I mean, honestly, what an awesome gift. Mm-hmm. Truly. Just because there's such a story around the game, like a legend even around the game at this point, right? So the fact that we have this Peggy version that really, it does drive home, like, hey, at the time, there was a situation with this game to the point where our local game store decided to import.
Yes.
Import.
Yeah. The worst thing.
UAE or a PAL. What is this? Is this just
PAL?
European?
Yeah. European. Peggy.
Yeah. Hello man 360. What's going on?
All right.
I got someone in the chat here.
Men.
Yeah. So that's Cooking Mama Cookstart. Actually, not the only UAE game I have in my collection. There is one more that I'll quickly. This isn't my special little treat, but we have the Tourist.
Oh, that's nice to see. I like that.
Yeah,
this
is also UAE, but it gets a pass because it's in like an oversized box, so it doesn't stick out as bad.
Yeah.
And it has a cool little steelbook with it. This is also Rachel's game. She loves the Tourist.
Very cool. The first game to run in 8K.
Yeah. Like, actually.
Yeah.
Isn't that cool?
That is cool. Not on Switch, of course, but
still only. Yeah.
Yeah. That is really cool.
Very sick. Yeah. That's a cool little release right there. Yeah. I really like that one. Okay, what's your special treat, Dylan? Show me your special treat.
Here's my special treat. Here's my special treat. This was a gift, also a gift from you.
Oh, no.
A very special treat and a gift. We've got James Pond, codename Robocod. This is a download code only.
Only the download code.
Only download code. There's no game. It doesn't even come with a cartridge. There's no game cart. You want to see the code? I've already redeemed it.
Oh, boom. Let's go. Look at the artwork on the card. Look at the artwork on the card.
Card work.
One of a kind.
Boom. Look at that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we've got his warranty shit in there.
Hey, that's inside box art too. Unreal.
It is.
Wow, it's more than a lot of games.
Hints and tips in there.
Come on, it's got an instruction manual. How many games have that nowadays?
Barber pole exits. To exit most rooms, walk to the barber pole exit when it's flashing.
Come on.
Sometimes you'll have to collect all elf bombs in a room before the exit flashes. Sometimes you won't. And then in parentheses, in a secret bonus room, for instance, the exits are always flashing.
Fantastic. That's good stuff.
I booted this up one time, and that's all it took. The backgrounds, the level design,
Fantastic.
sure, yep. Retro classic. Look at the back there. Look at the top of the back.
This is one of those games that got ported everywhere, huh? Like this has been on every console.
Yeah. I don't have a lot to say about it other than I'm glad that I have it. Because
this empty
it's
case.
so special. Yeah, I'm so glad I have this empty case here. Oh my god, this fat woman on the back.
You know, you might be one of the only people in the world with this game.
I know. This could be like
Can't
a
imagine
serious...
it sold more than 50 copies.
Focus on there. See that woman? Oh, no.
Come on.
Look at all that. Look at that.
Is that out of Astoria Bumcha?
She is Astoria Bumcha.
That is special.
Maybe I'll refocus in and maybe I won't. There we go.
I can't believe that. That is so special.
Yeah. Nothing short of a $1 million item here.
I want to know how much it's worth. I think it must be worth a lot.
It could be. It could be.
I think it is. I think it just might be.
Yep.
I think it just might be.
Yeah, I like having that. I'm not sure why, but I do.
You know, I'm gonna finish off here with a very similar situation.
Let's do it.
I also like having this, and I don't know why. And this is gonna raise some eyebrows for sure.
Let's do it. Raise my brows.
We got Race with Ryan. It's a choking hazard though for small children. It's got small parts, so watch out for the choking.
That's only people want to play it though.
Look at this. Look at the size of that.
That's insane. Look at that font. Look at
the
this
font. It's just in your face. It's a special game. This was a game that when I worked at EB Games, I would always make fun of it. And then when Secret Santa came around, a coworker of mine, who was a friend of mine at the time, and I mean, I guess still is. I haven't talked to them since I worked there, but they bought this for me as a joke, and I thought that wow, it's like $40.
Someone bought that for you? I thought you purchased that for yourself.
No, come on, I'm not that insane.
I thought you were.
Oh shoot, I dropped it.
Oh no, they dropped the treasure.
Oh man, so it is my treasure. This is my treasure. So this is Race with Ryan. Now I have played this game. I've actually played it quite a bit.
Good.
And by quite a bit, I mean I probably played about 20 to 30 minutes, which was more than enough to find out that this is one of the hardest kart racers you'll ever play.
Because it's awful?
This game, it's balls to the walls difficult. We're talking 90-degree turns that come out of nowhere, right? We're talking, have you ever played Eminem's Kart Racer on the Wii?
No.
Horrible as well.
Yeah.
The stages felt like they were made for a platformer.
Sure.
Not for a racing game. So it's very difficult. It has the worst rubber banding AI I've ever experienced. Like, you're never winning a race in this game. And I am saying that as an adult man who tried to win a race really hard.
You tried real hard. You couldn't race with Ryan. You can't do it.
No, couldn't race with Ryan. As you can see, we have Ryan.
Yeah.
And then we have Ryan right here.
Yeah.
Panda.
Okay.
This is a crocodile of some sort, it appears.
Sure.
In a train. He's in a train.
Okay. As he would be.
And that's kind of the situation that we're working with. Now, you might be wondering, why does it come in such a absolutely gargantuan...
I gotta know what's in there.
Massive box.
I want to know what's in there.
Let me see. I don't even know if I can... Maybe I can get it out if I open it from the bottom. It's kind of like locked in there. Oh, yeah.
I gotta know what's in there.
That's how I'm going to get it out. You won't believe this. It comes with a Hot Wheels.
What?
A Ryan Hot Wheels.
Oh my god.
Mm-hmm.
I need that.
That's right. I know you do, but that's my treasure. You can't have
That's a treasure. No, that's a treasure. You gotta hold on to that treasure.
Mm-hmm. So that's why it comes in such a gargantuanly massive, ridiculously oversized box.
Wow. Gotta fit that in.
Yep. And I love it. So this is my special little treat.
That's a good treat and treasure.
I think so too. You know, I'm happy. I can't wait to have our game room.
Yeah.
And just have this sticking out at you. just blinding you
Yeah.
with the red.
Yeah.
Just blinding
It's
you with
huge.
the
It's
OG
outrageous.
outright games.
I cannot believe how big they made the font. Now, this is the question though. What would be funnier? What's funnier, the giant font in proportion with the box, or the standard font size on the giant box?
I think that the Gargant, I think the standard font size would be funnier. It would make
Yeah.
it look a lot more low effort.
Yeah.
Which, this is, I mean, look at this. They even got artwork on the top.
Wow.
That's not low effort.
No.
That's high effort.
I mean, I really appreciate the big box, the big font on the box. You don't see the big font like that very often.
You really don't. It's
No.
it's a one of a kind.
Yeah,
and
it
it's a
is.
special game.
I appreciate that they were thinking about collectors and their shells.
They really were. They were really thinking about us collectors out here
Yeah.
with our oversized boxes and how much we love packaging.
Yeah, were they ever? Holy smokes.
Something special.
Special.
There we go.
indeed.
I guess that's part one here. We'll have to.
I guess so.
We'll know where we.
I've
finish
still
off
got
here.
like 4 stacks worth of games.
I think I probably got still like over 100 games easily here. So we really we were working slow here tonight.
Yeah. I mean that's just the trade.
That's the fun.
You know?
That's why we do it.
That's
I
how
just
it
want to
works.
talk about video games and my love
Yeah.
for video games with one of my best friends.
Absolutely.
I couldn't ask for a better way to spend a Monday evening, to be honest.
Yeah,
So
me too.
thank you for this, Dylan.
Thank you, Coleman. I'm glad we
Yeah.
were able to do this because we've been talking about this kind of thing for a long
I know.
time.
Listen,
and it's
I
a lot
think
of
that
it's been a lot of oh, we should do this, we have to do this, and a lot of not doing it. So
now we work
doing
towards
it.
an actual podcast.
Yeah,
Now we get some structure.
That's
we
right.
figure out some segments and
Yep.
we do an actual podcast together.
Yep.
That's the next move. Let's
That's
do
the
it.
next move. All right. Well, we're gonna.
I'm gonna stop the stream right
Yeah,
now.
I'm gonna end the stream here, guys. Anybody who
see you later,
watched
Hello
at
Man.
any point, anybody who's still watching, if you watched the entire
Mm-hmm.
thing, that's epic. Thanks for joining us. My name's
Hell
Dylan.
yeah.
You can also call me Olivia, and this is Coleman, and we just love talking about games, and we will
Absolutely.
talk to you in the future about games for certain.
You
See
better
you later.
believe it.
You better.
See you
freaking
later.